to go to my quiet place.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their women.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Dude, I hit the, you know how you hit the second one?
Yeah.
Go live, then go live, and then
You got to confirm.
I did. Yeah. I did. It didn't do it. So, but welcome everybody. TOPicLESS Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, yeah. Tuesday evening at some point.
Death Metal Hero. Yeah, we go
What's
live.
up, everybody?
Live.
Yeah, we're live. We're here. Yeah, we're here. We're doing that Tuesday thing.
Greetings, everyone.
Right. Yeah, we're building up anticipation, is what it is. Getting them.
Totally.
There's a lot of people live, so thank you guys for swinging in. I don't know if
absolutely.
I was watching Red Valkyrie because I guess they feel like overstreaming us. So Shay was painting. So yeah, thanks, y'all.
So many people streaming today. You know,
Dude,
it used to just be, you know, the happy hour hangout, then professionals, and then TOPicLESS, and now everybody and their fucking brother got to be streaming.
To be fair, I don't follow everyone, so I'm sure there's an insane amount of people live streaming right now. But also, you get the random, like they'll just like, oh, I feel like streaming, and it's not like they're like, oh, and no, we don't own the internet. It's not like, oh,
yeah,
Jason
we do.
Lucas, can I borrow some money then?
Unfortunately, the internet doesn't pay all that much, so yeah.
It's a free thing. Oh my god.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but how was the hangout? How was your weekend?
We actually didn't do the hangout today.
Feline I thought I got a thing from Feline. I thought I got a YouTube.
She posted a couple of trivias.
Don't trick me up like this.
I was watching one of the trivias today, and I still only got 4 right. That seems to be my average for these. You know, my memory of some of the older ones is crap. Apparently, I remember the questions, and I think I remember the answer, but my mind tricks me. You see, it's tricksy. But yeah, no, she posted a couple of trivias today. She is hard at work on some cutting boards for the good stuffs for their campaign.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you've seen them, but yeah, she's got this badass laser that she's laser engraving cutting boards with the Eat Good Stuff logo.
Oh,
and
that's
they
cool.
look fucking awesome. So yeah,
nice.
She's been hard at work on that, finishing up a commission for the good stuff. So yeah, that's
very cool.
It's why there was no hangout today. But if you're so inclined to get a cookbook and want to get a cutting board, go check out the Good Stuff's Eat Good Stuff cookbook.
Yeah, we like the good stuffs.
Yeah,
the good stuff's a good stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, the cutting boards look fucking fantastic. You guys should definitely go check that out. And if you're looking to get anything laser engraved, hit up Feline because she is starting that up. Does she only
engrave on the wood, or can she do like plastics?
No, she can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, she can do all kinds of stuff. She's even got a rotating thing to be able to engrave on glass.
Ooh,
so
that's pretty spiffy.
She can engrave on, like, for instance, like something like this. You know, you want a tumbler or something like that with your logo engraved on it. She can do that shit. So cool. Hit her up. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, she's got this awesome laser. So yeah,
could be some possible tiers that people could have on their campaigns.
Mm-hmm. The possibilities are endless with this thing. She was the last time I was up there, she was showing me some of the stuff that it can do, and it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
How is it with tattoos?
I don't. You mean like getting rid of tattoos?
No. Like laser engraving your flesh.
I think that they explicitly say not to do that. I mean, you know, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could, if you really wanted to, you could put your arm in there and, like, you know, have it go to town on your arm. But one, it's probably going to hurt a lot more than a regular tattoo, and two, it's probably not going to stay for very long. Oh, she says she'll go low power.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Well,
that's your answer.
Just do lots of drugs and then do it. Kill the pain.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, take a shitload of painkillers and then stick your arm under the laser.
And send me some of those because I like them. Just for recreational reasons.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's good to numb the pain. Yeah. Do not take any health advice from this particular stream of TOPicLESS.
Oh, we're doctors. We have MDs. Mm-hmm. We are
totally
full-fledged.
Totally. Internet MDs right here.
That's right. Self-proclaimed. Hey.
DMHMD. Yep.
It flows. Mm-hmm. It flows.
Yeah, I mean, it does. Seriously.
Right off the tongue. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We shipped out all of this, all but one secret perk and the Big Daddy. So the Big Daddy secret perk is still have yet to be fulfilled, but the one is an Australian backer, and I got to send Hocky a bunch of stuff. So to get that, not just him, but other backers as well. So I got to send out a package for Hocky to do fulfillment. But other than that, all the secret perk backers are done. I got 90. We have 95 more to ship out. So I'm going to be tackling some more starting tomorrow. Yeah. And then probably Thursday. So JBot, if JBot does the art department, sorry, dude, I won't be on. But everybody go subscribe to JBot Art. He does the art department every Thursday at 10 p.m.
I got mine, so.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so I'll have to have you and Ink Spots on for a What's in the Box. I've got well, and Frog G. If
no, I mean, that's Frog G. That's what's in the box.
Yes, that is Frog G. Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, we don't need to do it anymore now.
Right.
I thought you didn't. I thought you wanted to know what was in it.
No, I know what's in it.
You just asked me what's in the box. You said what's in the box.
I think you're missing the point of what I was saying, but we'll talk about it later.
No, that'd be dope. If Frog can be on, he works odd schedules. So
I know. It would just be cool to have all three of you guys, on to do an unboxing of it and talk about. It
would be dope. It would be dope with like Frog schedule. Mm-hmm. Me living on the other side of the country from them, it makes things a little difficult to get us all into one thing. But no, that would be cool.
We'll see what we can do. Maybe a weekend stream or something.
Like I said, if you please go subscribe to JBot Art.
Jason.
Usually on Thursdays. Usually almost he might skip one here or there, but 10 p.m. Eastern he does the art department. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes it's just JBot, but he's a great artist and he knows how to talk, so he can host the show by himself all day.
He can talk and draw.
Yeah, he's good at it. He's a good artist, good dude.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but we got a chat. What's up, chat?
We got an awesome chat. The chat is jumping and jiving over there.
Oh, good. So I don't have
you guys hanging out with us.
To them. They're talking to each other. I don't have to worry about it.
Well, they always talk to each other, but that's no reason to ignore them.
I do it tomorrow night.
I know you do. That's all the more reason why you should pay attention to the chat tonight.
Nah, they know the theme now. They know how this channel rolls. Like
you knew what this was.
People like Haldir knows how it is.
What's up, Haldir?
He knows that he's first in the chat and first in your heart.
Uh-huh. Never should have said anything. That way this would have just quietly gone away. But no, you got to keep making a big deal out of it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Angela Curry, what's going on, Angela? Angela's been fired. Angela's been fired from Comics and Conversations because she did not highlight Shelby's comment the one time. Shelby brought it up to me recently on one of his streams that he tried to talk to Mother. And he tried to get a message to Mother, and Angela didn't highlight it. So, Angela, you're fired. Yeah.
I mean, you'll be hired the next time, you got to do a show. But yeah,
she's fired. Mm-hmm. We got Cranberry. What's going on, Cranberry? Good to
Cranberry
see you.
Langers. Welcome.
Yeah. We have the person who likes to post videos to confuse me and to make me think that it's a happy hour hangout when it's not, even though I'm at work and I can't listen or watch, but I still like to know.
Skull, beautiful.
Skulls and cilantro. I will take a sip of Groot.
Awesome trivia. It's always hard, even if I've seen the questions.
We have a Nulb in the chat. We got Hocky. What's going on, Hocky?
What up, Hocky? You nub.
I will be discussing with you. I got to send you stuff. So I'll be sending it probably from my work. We'll see. Because maybe it'll get there faster is the reason why. Then if I just send it USPS. I don't know if it's cheaper. It might be even the same price. But Hocky will be getting a bunch of books for Frog and to ship those out. I sent out a whole bunch. Mother had her sister visit. So Mother's sister. And so the books we shipped on Thursday or Wednesday, one of the 2 days, did not get put into the mail until Saturday because she kept forgetting. Because she was busy with her sister, hanging out with her sister. So
Sure.
So those got shipped out. So people were getting. You may have gotten your tracking numbers if you're listening. You may have gotten your tracking numbers, but yeah, they didn't go out until then. So yeah.
Yeah.
And we got Ace in the chat. What's up, Edwin? Good to see
What up,
you,
Edwin?
my friend.
Welcome,
Silvar. Dropping the.
Yo, what's up, Silvar?
Is that a frog? No, that's not a frog. What is that?
Welcome,
Coffee. Skulls. It should be a frog. Should be a frog.
Those are coffee cups.
Oh, we got some person.
What up, some person?
I just remembered because I said frog. I did send out, because the original art tiers, it's first come, first serve. So I did send out the pages. It's a PDF thing. To the first cat that backed. I don't know. Here's the thing. If I don't hear back from them, do I have like a time frame? Because what if I don't hear back from them for like 2 days? Like, do I just skip to the next person then? Because I mean, they don't live in the country is what I'm getting at. So I don't know how promptly they'll get that email or how soon they'll get back to me. So do you think I should wait a few days, skip them to the next person then if they don't answer in time?
I mean, yeah, give them like a week to respond. If they don't respond, like, send them another email. Be like, yo, you have first choice, but
I'll send them an email probably even after the stream.
Probably.
Yeah, because it's not fair to the other backers because it's first come first serve, but I can't send it to the next guy till that guy picks. So I'm not going to be stuck forever waiting.
Well, you gotta finish fulfillment at some point. You can't wait forever.
Oh, that's the other thing. I can't. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. What if I never hear from anybody? Or actually, probably what I would do is just ship out a random page, if anything.
Yeah. At that point, you
pick
you
a
almost
really
have
dope
to.
page and just send it to them. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably the only thing that you'd be able to do at that point. Just to make sure that the book is actually fulfilled. And I mean, it's not your fault if they don't respond.
Some person dropping links. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I probably will. I'll hit them up tonight. You got some person dropping links. Appreciate that, sir. Scrolling. Hockey. Some person, Angela, talking amongst each other. You got Morb in the chat.
What up, Morb?
Morb. Oh, we got Maromi.
Yo, Maromi, what's going on, man?
Maybe Red Valkyrie ended because Maromi was over there. I was watching the clickbait. So if you go rewatch that stream, she's not actually painting her peach. So
what?
It's okay. Don't question it. Just go with it. Just let it flow. We got Dale A in the chat. What's up, Dale? Good to see you. Welcome, my friend.
What's up, Dale?
Metal Hero talking to people because I'm slow. Henry Bemis is here.
Yo, Henry, what's going on, man?
My favorite Henry named Bemis is in the chat. What's going on? And that's the bottom.
Hey, you made it.
I made it. Well, it's also because I didn't read anybody's comments.
No.
It's easier for me to just say hi. I mean, I'll read them off and on. But yeah, now that I'm at the bottom, I'll check them out. But what is Angela saying? I will not be dropping links. Oh, okay. You're fired anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's what she says. I will not be dropping links tonight. Fired and all. Well, there you go.
Well, no. You see, I could take away her wrench if she really wants. I mean, you're just fired from the stream until the next stream. You're not fired from being a wrench and helping Luke out. You could drop Luke's link. Speaking of links, click on the Frog G link back. It like I said, we're in fulfillment.
Do it now.
You should.
Get yourself a copy before they end fulfillment.
Yeah, well, that will be a bit, and we will have a closeout stream. I'll talk to Ink about it. Probably, I would say once I ship out the last thing, maybe we'll do a closeout stream like a week after or something. We'll see. But yeah. So I'm gonna talk about this just because it's gonna be talked about probably tonight, and I'm gonna hear about it ad nauseum, even though I don't want to. I haven't seen it. I did see Romulus. I liked it. Okay. I could nitpick all day, but I liked it. I thought it was it. You know what? I went in to see an alien movie. I saw an alien movie. I was happy.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. Like I said, you can nitpick here or there. They rely a little bit on like, you know, the nostalgia factor type thing,
right
here or there. But it doesn't. It's still a good. It's a good movie. It's a decent movie.
Good.
I haven't seen, but I might see it when it comes to streaming. The Crow movie. Now, okay, I haven't seen it. I can't make my own personal opinion on it.
Right.
But I got an opinion from somebody who does read comics, who is a friend, and I also did listen to the Drinkers, bash of it, because he obviously is going to do that.
The trailer for me makes it look like absolute ass, so I'm going to skip it.
From what I heard, if you change the names, it's a completely different Crow movie. Like, it's not
that's what they should have done.
That's what they should have done. So if you go into that, probably thinking these aren't like, if you go into that thinking, this is Bob Steve, and that's Susie Jane, or who cares? Just change their names in your head. You might enjoy it from what I've heard. But I hear, I haven't seen it. It could be great.
No, but just listen. I'm not willing to put that much effort into that shitty looking movie.
I'm not saying you should. I'm not telling you to go watch it. You do what you want. But I may watch it when it comes to streaming. That's if usually, like, okay, it's like The Flash. I heard The Flash was abysmal. I heard it sucked. I heard some people say, it's okay. You know, the Batman scenes are pretty good. So it was out for, I don't know, a year. And then I finally ended up watching it because I was just bored. And I seen everything else. I didn't know what to watch. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just watch this garbage. And I was like, it's bad, but yeah, it's whatever. I wish I didn't watch it, but I could have watched the Batman stuff on YouTube and been fine. But I still watched it, though, and I therefore can base my own opinion on it in that realm. But if I never saw it, I still would probably be like, it's probably trash anyway, and my life wouldn't change at all. That's what I get from this, is probably the same.
Mm-hmm.
Not seeing it won't affect your life, and also don't go rushing to see it because it's not that pivotal that you go watch it. So,
well, you know, the trailer is supposed to make you interested in going to see the movie, right? It's supposed to entice you to go watch this movie. That trailer looks like complete ass. That trailer makes it look like, it makes it look like it wants to be, The Crow too hard instead of just telling the story, It comes across as trying way too hard to be edgy and dark.
That's the other thing. I hear it is way more like dark. But here's the other thing. I never saw the trailer. I didn't see the trailer.
Ugh.
So I don't have really anything to go off of other than my friend's opinion. So, and he reads comics. The Drinker doesn't read comics. He's going into it based off of the Crow movie. Now, I know there are other Crow, IPs. There's other Crows.
There are other Crows, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So if you go, to me, if you were to go into this thinking this is just another Crow, it might still, from what it sounded like, it still kind of sucks a little bit, but it may not be as abysmal. So I'm not going to spend money on it, but if it comes to my streaming platform and I'm bored one day and I don't know what to watch, and it's like 1 a.m. and I'm done drawing a comic page, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe. That's the thing. But like I said, I know it's going to come up tonight. Everybody's going to talk about it because people like to talk about hate and anger. So I like to be like, hey, there could be a positive about it. I haven't seen it, so I can't say I hate it, but I can't say I like it. I like it? Probably not, because I love it. Again,
the trailer's supposed to entice you, and the trailer did not entice me whatsoever. Yeah. So, again, the problem with doing a reboot, a remake, or anything like that of such a cult classic film, even doing a sequel to it, and I've said this before, doing a sequel to something that is like a cult classic and that's been a cult classic for so many years, there's no way anything is ever going to live up to it, so you might as well leave it alone. They would have done themselves a much better service by making this a completely different character. Just leaving the Eric Draven story alone and doing a new Crow. But the problem is that they can't trade on the nostalgia. They can't trade on the name of the Crow. They can use the name of the Crow. They could do a completely different story. I mean, that's, the multiple different Crows, multiple different comic stories. Well, I'm all over the negative chatter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they've done themselves a disservice by going back to the Eric Draven well. They should have left this alone.
They should have left Eric Draven alone. Yeah, and they should have just tapped into even if they made a whole new Crow IP, I think that would have been fine too, rather than even dipping into the comics. Like and like Henry said, for years the comics were some of the best Alien stuff. I agree with that. I didn't mind 3. He saw 3 in the theaters. He thought it was a bummer. I didn't mind it as much. Everybody hates that movie. Well, not everybody. A lot of people don't like that movie.
I don't even really remember it, to be honest with you. I remember Alien and Aliens, and that's about it.
It goes almost in order as to how much I like them, except like Romulus is like, I like Romulus a little bit more than 3, but it goes like pretty much Alien, Aliens, and then Romulus, Alien 3, whatever, that's fine. Right. And then after that, it's like, take your pick. I mean, they're just violent action movies after that. And Prometheus.
Yeah, they've lost the whole like creepy horror aspect, like the existential dread of outer space. The whole tagline of the original Aliens was like, "In space, no one can hear you scream." That's
has that a little bit. Yeah. Has that a little bit. They do touch, like it kind of has that element to it, but at the same time, because that first one had that and was so good and it did it, now every single one you're like, oh, well, I know what to expect now. Like there's no element of surprise, so you do have to change it, and I do get that, and that's why Aliens is more of an action flick than a horror flick. So
yeah, even still, it's a fun movie, but they still could have done more to push the horror aspect of it. They could have toned down the action aspect and played more into the dread. Like the almost the helplessness, the helplessness of the first one, but with more aliens. There's multiple of them now.
Hojo.
So, yeah, what up, Hojo?
There he is. What's up, Hojo? Good to see you, man. Like they could tap into it more, and like he said, the Alien comics, like at least through Dark Horse anyway. I flip through. I don't mind. Marvel has the Aliens. It's like black, white, and red. I don't know. I don't know if it's black, white, but that it's anthology. There's like, I don't know who draws it, but the first part of that is solid artwork. I'm like, that's really good. There's some good stuff in there, but yeah, the Dark Horse stuff was just killer. Like,
Dark Horse was on point back in the 90s for Terminator, for Alien, for Predator, all those. Really enjoyed all 3 of those books, and because they had people that actually seemed to want to add to the lore, not retcon the lore.
Right.
Especially with the aliens, I remember reading stuff, and they were actually adding to the world, like the universe that it existed in, and like the aliens showing up on different colony worlds, and unexpectedly just showing up and wrecking a colony that was just trying to live a peaceful life. I remember this one on like a water planet, and the aliens were distinctly like aquatic type. So yeah, they're there's a lot of cool stuff that can be done with the xenomorphs, and going back to the same, I don't know, the well-known well, as it were, I think it's a hindrance more than helping. If you're going to tell something new in this universe, you don't have to go back to it's right around the Nostromos and Ripley and all that. There's a big whole wide world. You can use Weyland-Yutani. You can, tell different stories set in this universe that don't necessarily have to tie directly back to Ripley. Ripley is not the only character in this series.
And that's why I really didn't like 4. I'm like, she died in 3. Let her stay dead.
She was supposed to. She was supposed to stay dead in 3.
She was supposed to stay dead. And I get it. It's a clone. It's not really. Shut up. It's Ripley. You tapped into.
It's still Sigourney Weaver.
Still Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
You can get away from that. You don't need it. You could tell other stories, and that's why I kind of wish they had done with Prometheus and the Engineers, is that they had more of the Xenomorphs in it with the Engineers. That would have been dope. I think that would have been really cool if you saw that. So, if you're like, if I were to be like, hey, and I didn't see The Crow, but based off of everything I've heard, go see Alien over The Crow, but go see Deadpool over Alien over The Crow. That's my pecking order.
Deadpool Wolverine's a hell of a lot of fun.
Yes, that movie is very. That's a great comic book movie, serviceable fan service all the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, I just wish they would do. I like the character. I like the IP of The Crow. I like the idea of The Crow. I think it's great.
Yeah.
And also, if you were to make a true James O'Barr Crow original, it would be pretty dark and just insanely graphic and violent and
the
depressing.
First Crow movie with Brandon Lee was dark and violent.
But they did it right, though. It's where it wasn't so insanely depressing that you were just like, I don't want to. Yeah.
The comic story is based on a very depressing story from his life.
Without a doubt.
You know, that was bleeding pain onto a page. You know, so that's why. What's up, Michael T? Again, they should have just left Eric Draven and Shelley's story alone.
Yes.
Like, that story was already told. Do something else. Tell a new story. There's so many different Crow stories to pick from.
Yes.
I mean, hell, I remember there's a YouTube channel that I watch called Void Cinema, I think it's called, and they go through failed reboots and pitches and stuff like that of different movies. James O'Barr actually wrote a Crow sequel with based on a news story he saw of a bride, being, her whole wedding basically getting shot up and everybody at her wedding getting murdered. And so he wrote a whole treatment of a female Crow coming back for revenge on the people that killed all of her family. I mean, why not do that? Do something new. Stop fucking around with Well, they stop fucking around with classics. That's all I'm saying.
They do have the female Crow, but in that one, she was murdered and she was pregnant, and so that one was, dude. See, that's the thing. I guarantee you, though, because people that do all of these things, watch all these things, and mind you, I hate it, but I don't. A lot of them just watch the movies. They know nothing about the comics. So if they were to
then they need to do some fucking research.
Well, that's the thing, though. If they were to see a female Crow, they'd be like, "Oh, they're just doing the woke thing." It's like, well, no, that was established back in the 90s.
That was a story.
But that's the other thing. I kind of, like I said, I like it a little bit because I could talk to normal human beings about some comic stuff, and it's kind of funny. Be like, well, no, this is really what happened. And they might be like, oh, well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're actually a little more engaged, but at the same time, they don't understand why we don't like it. It's like, look, it might be good to you, and that's fine. People have their own opinion.
People are allowed to like shitty movies. That's
if people like The Crow, fine, good on them. Maybe they enjoyed it. Maybe they're 15 years old. They didn't see the original or saw the original, and it was before their time. So anybody that's young thinks any movie before 2010 is trash. So, and I understand that, dude.
Just about everything after 2010 is trash, but there's a few exceptions here and there.
Exactly.
So anyway,
but still, so to them, they just think it's new, so it's better. That's just they automatically think. And yes,
right.
I will admit,
well, they're objectively wrong, but that's okay.
And I will admit, in the original one, that the effects are very dated, without a doubt. That hand scene where he's like, I'm like, that's
yeah, but I mean, if that's the worst looking scene in that movie, then it aged pretty well because they had to finish that movie using a body double and CGI to put his face on the body double. Yeah. Exactly, Henry. 94 Crow was dark and melancholic in the best way. And Morb says the 1994 Crow had a beauty to it. Yeah, it did. And that was because, Brandon really got into the character. He became really good friends with James O'Barr. They talked about the story. It was a triumvirate collaboration between Alex Proyas, who did Dark City, which is a fucking great film, by the way. They all three really understood the story. Obviously, James O'Barr did because it's his fucking story. But they all came together to craft something that was unique, and actually, it was lightning in a bottle. Which is why they should have just moved on from Eric Draven and done something different.
Yes,
all of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I never watched any of the sequels of the TV series, but I'm sure that they did other characters. It wasn't Eric Draven in City of Angels, right?
No, City of Angels was a different character. And
exactly.
City of Angels,
there you go.
City of Angels, that's the second one, right?
Yeah, that's the second one.
That one wasn't too bad, dude. And actually, in City of Angels, there's a lot of lines in there that are from the comic, like that they didn't use, I guess, in the original or whatever. But there's some lines, like he spots some nursery rhymes and stuff that he did in the comic that he does in the movie or stuff like that. Like he there's some more detail in there that they were able to use because it wasn't used in the original. I think also the Deftones playing the second one, which is nice.
Yeah,
but either way,
arguably the soundtrack for the second one is even better than the soundtrack for the first one.
Ooh, I don't know. I'd have to look at the list.
Yeah, there's
Pantera's on the first one, so.
Well, yeah, I mean the first one is great, no question, but the second one, has like you said, Deftones. It's got White Zombie on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
White Zombie, not Rob, right?
Not White Zombie. Yeah, this was before Rob Zombie was doing his own thing. That's in poor taste, Hocky. How dare you?
Hocky's brutal. Hocky's been hanging out with Americans too long. He's become jaded, bitter, and angry. Hocky, I think you have your citizenship now.
Right? And some person, yes, that is very similar to the story of Kill Bill, the story of the bride. I'm pretty sure Tarantino got the inspiration from the same story. I believe it was down in Mexico.
Dude, that's the other thing. You have this IP of the Crow, or you have X-Men. You have whatever. You have these ideas, these IPs.
Right.
Hire the creators, the writers. Like if you're gonna
people that actually intimately understand the characters, not just some fucking Hollywood hack.
Right. Hire them to work with them. I understand. I understand maybe you don't want it to be their entire thing. Whatever. It's like my movie. Fine. At least get that person involved in a little bit of the writing credits. That we can be like, look, don't do this. Don't name him Eric Draven and her Shelley.
Right.
It's just gonna just name him Joe
You're gonna
Bob.
piss off the fans of the original movie, dude, and the comic series.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to, anybody that you want to bait in with the whole nostalgia thing is going to get pissed off by this. So you're automatically doing yourself a disservice and making the whole nostalgia bait thing null and void.
Like one thing I heard about the movie was there is a supernatural element, more of a supernatural element that they tie into it. I do like that. I do like a little bit more. Like if they had done scrap the entire thing, but we're gonna inject some mysticism, some supernatural elements, and stuff like that. I'd be like, yeah, I'm all about it.
There was plenty of supernatural elements in the original Crow,
right? But more hinted at though. Like the Crow was supernatural. But,
so you mean they basically dumbed it down and made it more blatantly obvious for ADHD moviegoers?
But see, I don't have a problem with the guy is in league with the devil or something like supernatural, themed. That's kind of cool, I think. Like a preacher. You have a whole IP based on religion. So
sure, but that's what I
mean.
It was. That's what it's based on. The Crow comics never really had that part. There was
Hojo, it's really
touching
good.
on.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just got mine. I actually want to reach out to Kelly Jones and Matt Wagner to see if they want to come on for What's in the Box.
You can Kelly Jones's DMs are open, I think.
Awesome.
Wagner's are not.
I'll reach out to Kelly. Yeah. But there was a supernatural element to the comic books where he was talking to an angel or something like that. But there was never the whole bad guy in league with the devil thing. I mean, that's studio layering that on there just for the sake of that.
my whole thing is for a whole new IP of the Crow, like a whole new story. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm okay with that because it's a whole new iteration, a new dude, a new thing. I'm okay. Like, I'm good there. Once you tie it into the actual thing, then I'm like, no, I don't like that too much. I like it outside of it, but still tied into it because the Crow is a mystical being carrying you from the living to the dead.
He's a revenant.
Exactly. So you're gonna upset somebody that is already dead, in my opinion. That is supernatural in that regard. Like, look, you can't do this. Like, you can't.
They should have left Eric Draven's story alone. Eric and Shelley should have just been left alone.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Do a brand new Crow. If you need to do a new Crow movie, make it a brand new story based on one of the other comic books. And have James O'Barr on board to story correct.
Yeah, like I said, get O'Barr. Like, I don't know. To me, that first movie was fine, and it's such a personal thing of his that to keep doing it over and over is just almost an insult.
It is.
Change it, and do something different.
It's a cult classic now. And especially since Brandon Lee died filming that movie, that's like his crowning achievement for his legacy. Leave it alone. Leave that story alone. Do something new.
I might disagree with that slightly on the Brandon Lee part of it because plenty of actors die during roles that they end up recasting because they look at Black Panther. They should have just recasted it.
They absolutely should have recast.
Right. So there are parts where you can be like, yeah, you could go, but he already played the character. Like Brandon Lee already played the character. Like that story was told.
Yeah. That story was told exactly. Yeah.
That's the whole thing. So
yeah, and let's be fair. Black Panther is not The Crow. The movie is not anywhere near as good as The Crow. And Chadwick Boseman did a great job playing T'Challa. No question about that. But at the same time, it's not a cult classic like The Crow is. And again, that story of Eric Draven and Shelley was told. Done. Over. Move on to the next Crow.
Right. And see, like Morb's saying here, and they did this, like Shelley's a drug addict or something like that or whatever. Like it's not even the same characters. And that's what I'm getting at.
Not at all.
It's not the same characters. If you change their names, it's fine at that point almost. Like it's still maybe a crap movie, but at least it's fine. It's not disrespectful in any regard. So that's not Shelley. That's not what she was. Like it just isn't at all. And it doesn't make any sense. So if they change the name and he was like Susan was a drug addict, like, well, I don't care about Susan. That's fine. She can be. Like
exactly.
It's fine.
Do something else.
Yeah.
Make it Jakey, the SoundCloud rapper that gets killed.
Or
and, fine.
Make him a tattoo artist. If he's got all these tattoos.
Yeah. If he's fucking discount Jared Leto from that fucking shitty Suicide Squad movie. Like he literally looks like a desert meth head, just like Jared Leto did in that awful Suicide Squad movie.
I gotta be honest. I really didn't get a good look at the character. I just know that he's all tatted up. I don't like.
He looks like discount Jared Leto Joker.
Okay. Well, I don't know how good the tattoos are. So if they're good, he make him a tattoo artist. If they're crappy, make him a tattoo artist. Why not?
The first Crow movie is great with Brandon Lee. I haven't seen any of the other stuff. So
the second one's not bad.
That's what I hear.
Here's the thing: they don't retell. Like they don't.
Yeah.
It's the different characters. Like in the second one, they do have the girl in it. She's grown up though, the little girl. So, but they're trying to tie it to the IP is the whole thing, and that's the other thing. My friend said, and I do agree, this might be a way for them to retain the rights to the character. That's why they didn't change the names. That way they can keep the rights if they really wanted to. Like,
hey, Hollywood, stop fucking doing this shit.
I don't think
if you're going to stop making movies just to retain rights. Fuck you.
I don't think they're listening to our channel.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They really need to stop making shitty movies just to retain rights. Like that's such a half-assed fucking bullshit way.
Hockey, yes. I have good tattoos.
Michael T says each crow is a standalone story as opposed to a serialized comic character, though. Exactly.
Yeah, they're mini.
That's what they should have done. Yeah.
And hockey's just anti-tattoo. They're gross. It's like, yeah, whatever. It's art, hockey. Yeah, and I like to represent art. Okay, you got a problem with it? Take it up with someone else.
Tattoos are cool as long as they mean something to you. Arbitrary tattoos, can be a little shitty, but whatever.
I think I have like one or two arbitrary. The rest are meaningful in some way, shape, or form. But that's neither here nor there. And like I said, I think if you either way change it up, more people would have been fine with it. I think, even though from what I hear, it's still insanely depressing and dark. And the original Crow, like the flashback scenes were fantastic because there were moments of levity. Like you got to see these intimate, happy moments with this couple, and you're like, "Oh, that's nice." And they're like, "Oh, they're
because
dead."
the director's a good storyteller.
Yep,
he knows how to make you care about the characters.
Yeah. So, but I knew it would come up. Somebody's gonna complain about it. So even though I had
honestly forgotten that it existed until you said something. Just like I forget, that there are, a bunch of Star Wars fan fiction out there that have apparently been being made for the last few years.
I didn't even know.
Some fanfic story, or some fanfic show just got canceled or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Acolyte's canceled. Fantastic, wonderful. Don't care. I didn't watch it. I don't care about it. It's Star Wars original trilogy and the first three. That's it. You don't have to watch any more than that. All right. I can always drop the link to Jonestown. Maybe some people will come in who can talk about other things.
I did get coming into the testing studio, grabbing a flash piece off the wall just to be edgy. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't have anything off the wall. I did get a bunch of Grendels. My shop, I don't know if I talked about this last time. My shop got in a collection from somebody. Dude,
nice.
They have like every single Grendel, maybe except for Primer number 2, which is his first appearance. They have like all of the Grendels, all of them. So they're holding them for me. So I'm gonna like pick at them a little bit of time. I think I got issues I got like 15 of them, like issue 23 through 40 or something like that. I can't remember.
Right on, dude.
But,
that's awesome.
I'm slowly going to pick at them. And then also in this collection, like a little bit of a stack of Max comics. I'm like, mine. And they even know, like they put them aside. They're like, dude,
they got you.
He messaged me because the manager won't let me know. And he messaged me about the Grendels. And then he's like, well, you got first crack at these, dude. I'm like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and so when I got there, he pulled out the Maxes also. I'm like, yeah, those are mine. He's like, yeah, I know. So yeah,
that's good. That's a good comic shop. They pay attention to what their customers actually look for. That's great, man.
Yeah, but so I may actually try to read them because what's I found was really cool was the Grendels. Like obviously these ones, like the ones that I got, the first like maybe 10 were written by Wagner but drawn by other people, and then after that you get Tim Sale drawing it, written by Matt Wagner, and then you get Tim Sale and Matt Wagner drawing it, written by, which I'm like, yeah, dude. Right. So the other artwork's fine, like it's good, it's not terrible, but I like Wagner's stuff, dude. It's so good. And Tim Sale, I'm a fan. It's weird though. The first few pages of those, like the first half of it, is kind of divided up like the Dark Knight Returns like TV reporter thing. It's not those TV reporter, but that's how it's divided up, like 6 panels to each side. But one of the panels will maybe just have words in it. Like it'll be it won't be a panel, but it'll just be words, like scraggly looking words. And it's really weird how it's divided up. It's interesting. So I want to read them to really see why they're doing that. But it's going to take me a long, long time, mainly because I got to get out my phone, and go over it with a magnifying glass, each individual thing. So, but I'm really interested to see why they did it that way. I'm a Matt Wagner fan when it comes to the artwork, especially. So.
Oh yeah, Wagner's great, man.
Yeah,
great storytelling. What's up, Hocky?
Hello, how are you?
Doing okay.
I love your icon there.
Yeah, it's great.
National treasure, Hocky.
She's the best. She's wonderful.
Oh God.
He's the best. Does she have any tattoos?
I'm not sure.
You're not
I'm
sure?
not going to look.
I thought she
Jay
was
Ryan.
the best. Whoa, Jay Ryan. Yeah, what's up, man? I'm trying to get up there. There you go.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
up,
not going
Jay?
to look.
Good to see. Yeah, find out if she has any tattoos. Maybe you won't be so in her favor.
Sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that Batman Dracula. I actually have it right here. It's dope. It's so dope. I got the Wagner cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got the
The
Wagner one.
hardcover. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so, dude, I even showed, I took, because I joke around with my one friend who, she doesn't collect comics at all. She'll back, like, my projects because she's my friend. But, I was telling her, like, yeah, what do you think of Kelly Jones and stuff like that? Because she was in Arizona and she's, like, just whatever. But, so I was texting her that and she's like, oh, my favorite. You know, she doesn't know who any of these people are. So I sent her photos of some panels of it. She's like, oh, that actually is really cool. I'm like, yeah, because it's Kelly Jones.
That's
I'm like,
right.
it's dope.
When you know, going for like dark and creepy and scary and especially like, you know, vampire themed stuff, Kelly Jones is the fucking man. He's the
I
goat.
did the Kelly Jones
I like Tom
homage.
Jones.
I like Tom Jones too, actually, Hockey. Believe it or not, it's not unusual.
Exactly.
You don't like Tom Jones, Luke?
No, I've got no appreciation for Tom Jones.
What are you talking about? He was so awesome in Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's a class. Are you on the right mic, Hockey?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Yes, I am apparently.
You sound a little. Does he sound a little tinny to you? Maybe it's just my ear.
Who knows?
I mean,
I'm not going to speak anyway, so what's the point?
This is you can speak now.
Geez.
You can speak now, though, Hockey.
There's nobody else in here to talk over you.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Up yours all, you mugs!
The TOPicLESS with Hocky ad hoc art.
This is the conversation that you've all been waiting to hear, right? This right here.
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
How are things in Australia, Hockey?
There was a court case that happened recently. It was a very bad result for that. But let's move on to something more positive. It's sunny. How about that? Yay!
Oh, I hate the sun.
It was
I mean, I
this morning with pink clouds, so that was good.
You what, Luke?
I like the sun. It's
Sun's the devil. The sun's
okay.
evil. It's horrible and despicable. It needs to be overcast constantly. But
I mean, I do appreciate a good overcast day as well. I like the
stormy
the rain
and rainy
as well.
Give it to me.
We've had a lot of rain over the last week, so it was nice to
Nice. You know what everyone loves on YouTube is weather talk.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's not enough weather talk on
Everybody
on YouTube.
tunes into comic book
Whether or not.
streams about weather talk.
Mm-hmm.
What you were asking? I said I was happy about.
Well, Hockey, hold on though.
You're not allowed to be happy about the weather, Hockey.
Hockey, Henry
now you know.
Davis really appreciated your recent heel turn, so he likes you playing the villain.
I have heel turn.
Yeah, like
I believe it's a wrestling term.
It's a wrestling term.
Heels and baby faces.
Heel is a villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael T.
I didn't realize that until recently. So
I did not know.
I always thought somebody being a heel was just they're just being a jerk.
Yeah, well, you should hear Hockey in Discord. He's terrible to everyone.
I haven't watched wrestling since Andre the Giant. So
all right, I gave everybody time. I don't want to hear any complaining from anybody.
I never watched wrestling. I was never into wrestling. Even back in the day when everybody had like all the wrestling figures and whatnot, I just never fucking cared.
I watched it for a bit and then I stopped.
It never did anything for me.
Yeah, late teens I stopped watching.
I used to hire them out on VHS so I could see them. It was great. Back in the day. Now, children, VHS was a place where you could watch your shows or movies. That was a physical thing that you put in a machine. I know.
Like a DVD, but before DVDs.
Well, they don't even know what DVDs are. So.
Well, how the hell are they going to know what a VHS is then?
I was just saying, it's something, a physical something.
There's a fucking great horror anthology movie called VHS.
I know a lot of people don't know what reality is, but it's a thing in reality, and you had to put it in this machine to watch stuff.
I actually still have a VCR, and I still have a collection of VHS tapes.
Hey, everybody. Not much. How's it be doing?
Doing all right. Turn your microphone down just a little bit. You're a little loud.
Me?
Yeah, just a skosh.
Okay.
Just a wee bit.
Too much. No, keep going. Keep going lower. Perfect.
Wow.
Hello. Good.
Much better.
Oh, no,
Thank you.
Too loud. Keep going lower. When you see a 0, it's perfect.
Yeah, don't listen to the angry Australian.
All right.
I mean, Jason and Ink.
What's up, Michael T?
How's it going, guys?
Doing all right.
Hey, Michael.
And yes, Henry Bemis, some VHS tapes are worth money now.
Oh, I got to turn on speech chat.
Yeah. Again, there's a great horror movie anthology called VHS. If you've never seen it, highly recommend the first one.
Yeah,
haven't seen any of the sequels, but the first one is fucking great.
It's basically it's like those found footage films that were big in the after Blair Witch, but this one was pretty good.
It was well done. Yeah, it was well done. There are a bunch of anime, etc., that never received a proper DVD or Blu-ray release. That is correct, and they only exist now because awesome people have digitized them and put them up on the internet for other people to watch. Am I hearing myself somewhere?
Yeah, it's called Just You. Nobody's over talking you, so it's pretty amazing.
No, I was hearing like an echo, like somebody's watching YouTube somewhere.
Honestly,
their microphone.
VHS was like a life-changing, thing in our generation. I mean, it really, it was a very big deal when your household got one of those.
Well, home movies, man, it opened up the entire home movie market.
Oh, I like that show.
Never watched home movies. I couldn't get past the awful art style.
I know the squiggly line thing is you got to kind of get past, like Dr. Katz or whatever it was. But,
yeah, I couldn't get past it on that either.
Once you got past it, once you're able to adapt, it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Couldn't watch Squidbillies for the same reason.
Oh, Squidbillies is good.
Fun fact though, Home Movies is Brendan Small's first TV series.
Yep.
The guy that created Metalocalypse. No idea what that is.
Someone shut the airplane.
Someone vacuuming.
Door.
That even overtook the speech chat. What is that?
Wow. Be right back.
Michael T, is that you?
Don't throw the Coke bottle down onto the poor native Africans. God damn it.
Yeah, Henry.
It shouldn't be me. I should be muted. Hold on a second.
Yeah. But
So you guys were talking about The Crow, and
I was trying to get that.
I just heard that the movie's really kind of boring. Despite all the stuff, the characters aren't very likable, and it's just kind of boring. And like with the original, we got to see The Crow pretty early, and then all the fleshing out was done in flashback scenes, which I think is the way to go in something like this.
Well, I mean, I don't try not to make an assessment on it if I haven't seen it. Although you can, that's what a trailer is for, essentially, though, is to be like, hey, you might like it based on this, and so that wasn't well received. But I do go off of some of my friends rather than YouTubers.
That was me. I'm sorry.
What?
I just have the
wind. That was me.
I've seen the
How
sequels.
fucking dare you, Michael?
I've seen the
Wrong
sequels,
microphone. My bad.
They didn't do much for me because I don't think the actors had the gravitas that Brandon Lee had, and I think that's it. In this one, you do have a pretty good actor in Skarsgård, but
Yeah, he's a decent choice for the character, that's for sure. But why do we gotta fucking make him look like, fucking Jared Leto from Suicide Squad? That is just a terrible design choice.
I will say, like they do, and it is true. The saying "comparison is the thief of joy," and you shouldn't really compare things to other things, but sometimes you should. Like every now and then, it is okay to compare it to stuff. So, just put
comparison is the thief of joy when it comes to like you comparing yourself to other people.
Well, like even with...
I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
That's right. Doggone it, people like me.
No, they don't. They don't like you though.
They don't, but
and doggone it, people tolerate me.
When you do a remake, it's impossible to not compare it. It just is. It's gonna happen. And
if you've never seen it,
again, they would have been able to avoid this if they had done a different story and not, Eric Draven and Shelley.
Yeah.
If you've never seen the original, you have nothing to compare it to.
Like I tried watching those new Jurassic Park movies, and they just don't do it for me. They might be visually better, but again,
I liked Jurassic World. I didn't really watch any of the other ones after that, but I thought Jurassic World was kind of interesting.
Here's somebody to bring sanity to the stream.
I don't know. It just didn't compare to the.
What's up,
bro?
How you gentlemen doing?
What's up?
Doing all right, man.
What's going on, man?
Are you talking about that piece of shit that came out over the weekend?
I didn't see it, so I can't say
that and The Crow.
I haven't been able to catch any of the for comics' sakes. I've been doing fulfillment. So
of course you have. Of course you have.
I have. It's Frog G's in fulfillment, my friend.
You're such a woman of the night.
We are little creatures.
Just like Shelley Webster in the new Crow film, because we can't have innocence in our young ladies anymore. They have to be reformed. Not even reformed whores. They have to be reformatory whores.
Yeah, she's not reformed.
No, sex work is a positive thing, Will. Don't you know?
Yeah.
How does that Richard Marx song go? We are the children.
Are you sure? Like, I mean,
fight.
although there's an epidemic of very depressed, OnlyFans chicks these days. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's
called
reality,
very good
ladies.
for the psychology.
It's called reality, ladies.
Hey, if doing the work leaves you feeling fulfilled and happy, then fine. But there seems to be a lot of people that are very unhappy and depressed. So,
well, in the end,
in the chat. I'm not talking to you guys.
Well, that's a whole kettle of fish. We could do about 4 hours on that one.
Yeah.
But this new one, I think we can all agree that the original. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Oh, it did 5 million so far. 5 million
out of what? What was the production budget?
I have no idea, but it's only grossed 5,312,000.
And that thing was in development for like 15 years, so God knows what they spent on scripts and pay-or-play deals and coming-going talent. Who knows?
I mean, it's at number 9 right now on the box office.
Coraline
is beating it. A re-release of Coraline is beating it.
That's because Coraline is great.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen that movie? That movie's awesome.
I have it. No, I have it on DVD, but that's the thing. I can just watch it right now if I wanted to.
But I think we all knew it was going to fail.
I'd watch Coraline.
Here's somebody to bring some sensibility to the conversation.
No sensibility, maybe.
Let's
I honestly can't see who pops in, so just saying random things.
I'm just saying random shit. Yeah.
I don't even know who's there. I just hear a boop. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a bit.
Holy crap! Is those twin flying?
Been working.
It's good. It's good.
It also kind of had a weird pacing where they spend an inordinate amount of time on these two people who are not interesting at all, and then like 70 minutes in, he becomes the Crow.
Yeah.
I heard that was a terrible movie.
You don't see the Crow till at least an hour or more.
Right.
What?
That's not the Crow. That's a desert meth head.
I know it was a bad idea.
Basically inert in the film too.
I know it was a bad idea to redo the original. I don't know why they keep trying to redo the original Crow movie.
like I said, if they changed the names of the characters, it would be a different Crow.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yes, it would.
But not Eric Draven. I mean, put that shit to bed. Your boy died, and that was his.
I mean, there's a
final-
million stories. I'm sure there's been many Crows throughout history. You could tell a lot more interesting stories.
There's been tons of them. Like after that first movie came out, they
How
did a
cool-
series of.
Exactly. How cool would it be to see like a different time period with the Crow?
Yeah, like a medieval Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do
Yeah.
like a Romeo and Juliet in Venice type of thing, right? Like do that story.
Crow in the Old West.
Or the American Indian Crow. Like the Apache.
Seriously, that
They
like,
had
that
that was a cool
writes
story.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That chick was awesome.
Do something like Jim Jarmusch would do in Dead Man, you know?
But you see, this actually requires thought and talent to pull off. It's so much easier to just go back to what was already done and tread on nostalgia.
Plus, it's so much more difficult to remake a blockbuster. It's another blockbuster.
Was it a blockbuster, the original Crow? Was it really?
I think it was. Like I
think
remember
it
when
did
it
pretty
came
well.
out.
It
And,
did okay
It did-
in theaters, but it was
Yeah,
not
it did. It did not do gangbusters in theaters.
It did
I
very
think the
well on video.
soundtrack was the big seller of that
Yeah,
movie.
soundtrack.
Well, the
was awesome.
soundtrack went fucking platinum. It was the first soundtrack to go platinum.
Yeah.
It kind of
Everyone
set the
agrees.
stage for soundtracks to be like a big deal.
Mhm.
But yeah, when it first came out, it actually did not do all that great in theaters.
I thought it did. Maybe
No,
No.
it became a cult classic afterwards. Like
It was a
because
big
of
seller
because
on
of the release.
VHS.
Yeah,
Big seller.
home video really. That's where that movie really had its legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, those soundtracks are great. Even the score for that movie. I don't know if you've ever actually sat down and listened to the score of The
Who
Crow,
is it?
but
Same
it's
guy who
fucking
did
great.
Blade. Mark Isham? Mark Isham.
Let
I
me double check.
As much as
It
I,
does- it is
I
a-
dislike
the other day.
like City of Angels, like at least they
Better
tried
than that
something
movie.
new. You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah, well,
Preston,
they did a
at
new
least
character,
they,
yeah.
But at least they did the formula we were just discussing, where we're taking the tragic element and just applying it to a different circumstance, right? Because that's the formula, the tragedy of two lovers or two loved ones. In the first one, it's two lovers, and the second one's a father and a son that we can relate to. You know?
No, I totally agree. The problem with that, like that method, that formula, is I think they overuse it, and like once you see it starting to happen in a movie, like I do anyway, I start to tune out because I can you can kind of predict what's going to happen after that. You know what I'm saying? Like
And that's what I was saying about Alien. Is like you can only do Alien one time.
Yeah.
After that, like you know what's going to happen. You kind of have to change the formula up a little bit.
Are we talking about Romulus?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I liked it.
I'm glad they're trying to circle back around and eliminate the stupid engineers thing. You know, they're trying to circle back.
Yeah, it takes place between 1 and 2, and it's good. It's not bad. I like it. I would see it again.
I think the cool thing about aliens,
So-
it's not the formula, it's the cool aliens that they introduce.
Yep. Go ahead. Luke.
The guy that did the soundtrack for The Crow did the soundtrack for let's see, Sin City, the first Sin City.
What's his name?
Ooh, nice.
Graham Revell.
Graham Revell. Okay, yeah, he's another
Yeah,
big
Graham
composer.
Revell. Yeah. He did the score for Freddy vs. Jason as well. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
And
Aeon
both score
Flux.
and soundtrack are great for the
Freddy
film.
versus
Yep.
Jason. Place your
Yeah.
bets.
Place
Right.
It's not in the movie.
He also did
It's not in the
the
movie.
the score for The Saint, and looks like
it.
all of the Riddick
great
movies.
soundtrack on the Saint.
Yeah.
I
Assault
remember
on
after
Precinct
the Crow
13.
soundtrack, like they would put out soundtracks with songs that wasn't even in the movie. Like it was.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they just wanted to have cool songs on the soundtrack. Yeah, but that's because that soundtrack did fucking gangbusters, man. Like I said, it went platinum, and it was like the first soundtrack to actually do that.
And I think Batman also started that too. The Batman soundtrack was a big seller. The Prince kind of theme album for that film.
Well, technically, like Saturday Night
Yeah.
Fever was a huge album, and so was The
Yeah.
Bodyguard.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
One song on The Bodyguard, just like Titanic.
Yeah.
It was Queen of the Night.
It was
That's a cool song, man. Great scene, by the way. I like that scene where he just kicks the dude in the face.
The Grease album went crazy too. Like
Grease.
people buying that motherfucker like crazy.
So let's see. The Crow, the original release of the Crow did like 50,710,791.
Is there a production budget for it?
And that's what 1993 numbers?
94. Yeah, its domestic opening was around 11,774,000, which is better than this release.
Yeah.
You know,
in 90s dollars, it's kicking its ass.
Yeah.
All right, so Jason, we were talking about the Crow City of Angels soundtrack. So on this soundtrack, you've got White Zombie, Filter, Bush, Seven Mary 3, Toadies, Korn, Deftones, and Iggy Pop.
Yeah, that was the best.
Of course, you got to have Iggy Pop. What up, Big Spots?
Iggy Pop
great,
is,
man.
Get in
he
here.
played a pretty good role in there.
Talk about the Crow because everybody loved it.
Right.
I think we should add that this Crow is truly a product of our time. It is a zeitgeist.
Yeah,
that's
I can't believe
unfortunate.
anybody had enough
Like a
faith
big
in the
steaming
page
pile of
to
shit is what it is. It's
He's in
him
the
and
back.
Shelley, this Shelley
I'm
are
supposed to let you
interchangeable. They look alike. There's no femininity or masculinity. They're both basically similar to each other. One's crying like a bitch the whole movie. The other one is a
Did you actually go see this thing?
I didn't go see it.
you stole it.
Well, I mean, whatever, man.
Will,
No judgment here.
As South American torturers would say, we have means.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
True character in there that gives.
well,
the
they
Crow
get
his
they
powers
get
or
an
something.
actor like
I'd introduce you,
Skarsgård,
Nick.
and then opposite him, they get
introduce
some
you.
R&B singer that couldn't act.
Just jump in, dude.
Shit.
Hopscotch.
Oh,
Right, and
I
again,
just
she's
dumped
not.
a giant Coke onto my PV amplifier, so I'm trying to clean that up right now.
You told me to let you in. You're like, I'm in the back. Let me in.
why are you doing coke on
You're
your
like,
amplifier?
let me in. Hockey's a knob. That's what you said.
I know, but then I dumped a fucking Coke on my amp.
Why do you have a PV amplifier instead of a Marshall stack?
Because that's what I have.
I'm fucking with you.
Why do
wonder
I
you're broke.
Because
why do I
reasons,
play
damn
like-
it.
Why do I play
Here's the
ukulele instead of a real guitar? I don't know.
Why do we let writers on a draw stream? It's a big question.
Ah, kick
Metal.
the motherfucker.
I think-
No, I'm just kidding.
I think there's 4, right? There's 4 Skarsgårds.
Death metal ukulele.
There's-
I don't know. I don't know. Will.
I know of 3 of them.
including the
I think.
dad?
Can you imagine Hammer Smashed Face on a ukulele? Bing, 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 something. Bing, 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 inside me. Yeah,
Art
be
and
fucking
Times of-
hilarious.
I have the Art and Times of G. Ryan's magnet from Bancroft. It's on my watercolor kit, and he wanted me to tell you that.
Yeah, he did say in the chat to mention it.
So there you go. Yeah, I like it. It's good. It's really super freaking strong too. Never's gonna come off there. So. Fuck.
It is stuck there for life.
All right, I'm gonna mute. I gotta clean this amplifier off before it gets fucked up.
Jeez.
Then they had a movie that we watched called King Tide. That was pretty good.
What's it called?
King Tide. It's a
Never
horror
heard of
movie.
it. What's it about?
It's about a little girl. She comes from the sea with powers. She starts healing everybody on this island. So the island cuts itself off. Exactly. And then she has a mental block and she can only use her powers when she's sleeping. So of course they start drugging her 24/7.
Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, jeez. Wow, that's a happy-go-lucky film right there.
It got really good really quick, dude. It was
Like
Well, I mean, it's a
Midsummer.
horror film, so
When did that come out?
I think it just came out. It's, yeah, it's pretty good.
did you ever see VHS, Preston?
No, I never seen it.
Oh, dude, you should. If you like horror movies, you should check that out. At least the first one. I can't speak for any of the other ones, but the first one was really good.
Do you ever see UHF? That movie's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Long time ago.
I gotta check it out.
Hockey, me and Ink watched it recently, like a month or two ago, right, Hockey?
Indeed. It was great.
A UHF stinking.
You're so stupid!
I wanted
That's,
a Rolex. A Rolex.
There's another found footage film called Chronicle, which is pretty good, where they get superpowers.
Oh yeah, I see that. That wasn't bad.
That was the one that that convinced the studio that the director Josh Trank could do a Fantastic Four movie, and that did not work out well for them.
And
or him,
or him for that matter.
It was like a completely different cut of the movie. Yeah.
That movie got him fired off Rogue One.
Yes, it did. That movie basically ended his career.
Ended his career.
Yeah, Jay, I got mine from Customs as well.
We went ahead and watched Step Brothers last night.
Oh, Step Brothers
Fantastic.
is so good, dude.
Funniest fucking movie. It's so funny.
Well, Luke is not a big Will Ferrell fan. But
I do not like Will Ferrell. I find
like him
him
either, but he's good
obnoxiously
here.
stupid.
But he's good
The
here.
only
when
movie
he's
I've
teamed
liked
up
him in
with,
is Stranger
John C.
Than,
Reilly.
or is what was it? Stranger Than Fiction or something like
Stranger
that.
Than Fiction.
Yeah,
movie
that
I
he was
never
actually
liked him
good in. Everything else he's in, I find him just fucking stupid and obnoxious.
Yeah.
He is fucking.
I like the old school. Old school
was
was good.
I heard he's a big asshole too. If you meet him in person.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. He's not funny, and he seems like a pretentious. No, he's not.
You're not funny.
I don't know about that, but I know Step Brothers.
No, you.
Fucking hilarious.
No, you. Step Brothers hilarious. Talladega Nights is hilarious. That movie's
That
fantastic.
kind of freaked me out when they started making out at the end. I was like, that's fucking weird.
Who's making out in that?
Like Will Ferrell and his partner or something like that.
They
They
don't
started
make
making.
out.
You remember that?
what?
Like at the end.
You must have seen a different kind of Talladega.
No, dude, I'm telling you, check it out. The end of Talladega.
Is that the
Talladega
redhead
Nights,
chick that's in like every movie that he's
She
making out
starts
with?
making out
Oh,
with a dude.
the chick where they make out like animals.
No, him and his boy makes
No, they
out at
don't
the end.
make
of
John C.
Talladega.
Riley?
Dude, I'm telling you. Let me find that clip.
They don't make out in that
I
movie.
don't remember that part.
Nobody. I think you saw. Were
It's
you?
positive.
Maybe you got the one that came with the
downloaded
PlayStation
wrong Talladega
3.
Nights.
You downloaded the
didn't.
wrong site.
Yeah.
The mass market one didn't have that in it.
Maybe it was like a.
Got to get the Talladega Nights uncensored version.
guess
Yeah,
so,
the
yeah.
director's cut
PS3
or-
exclusive.
the director's cut or something. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Will Ferrell.
Dude, here's
I find him
a pic of it right here. They got a
Hold on.
GIF of the makeout scene at the end of Talladega Nights.
Let's see this. Yeah, he saw the red band version.
Talladega Red Knights. Yeah. Talladega Red Light District.
Luke, did you pick up the Wolverine book?
Which one? Oh, the one with
Capullo
Greg
one?
Capullo?
Yeah.
No, I haven't yet. I haven't been to the comic shop since it came out.
I'm in agreement with a few people where the inks are too clean. Like, I like Tim Townsend, okay, but I think it's just too tight.
There it is. It's in the private chat.
What?
Let me see.
He makes out with Borat at the end of the movie.
Sasha
Oh,
Baron
okay.
That's
Cohen.
I think
right.
I remember
he does
this.
kiss. Yeah, see, and he's like, oh, just the
I
one.
thought you said John
He
C.
said
Riley
John
he
C.
makes
Riley,
out with.
though. So I'm
I
down.
said
No,
John C.
no,
Riley,
it's
but
not.
I haven't seen the movie because again, Will Ferrell sucks.
Yeah,
It was more than
that's
just a
little
kiss.
weird,
Like they
but
were going
it was
at
funny.
it. It was crazy.
It was funny.
I also didn't find Borat funny.
Oh no, I didn't find Borat.
I didn't either. I don't find really anything that.
I think
Yeah,
Sacha Baron Cohen is a Mossad guy.
Gee, whatever gave you that idea?
No, was
good.
Capullo's done a lot better for sure. To me, he's kind of like relaxed in his state, I think. But the inks are too tight. There's also a red band version for some stupid reason because Marvel wants to make more money.
Oh,
So
for fuck's sake.
yeah, I guess they did it with Blood Hunt, an issue of Blood Hunt, where they released like a more violent. I'm sorry, not everything needs to be uber violent. Like it just doesn't. It's comics. It's okay. to have them
Okay,
not
well,
be.
to be fair, if it's a a horror story like vampires, werewolves, zombies, that kind
A
of thing,
Vietnam horror
sure.
story.
Sure.
Yeah, but
If it's supposed to be violent and gory, then just release the single violent and gory version of it. Mature readers, not for kids. There was a whole reason why they did the whole Marvel Max line. There was a reason why fucking Vertigo existed.
Yep.
Like Spider-Man doesn't need to be. I don't know if it's Red Band, but
Red Band Spider-Man. What's going to be doing?
Dude, it won't surprise me.
Well, okay, Wolverine was not a character intended for kids to begin with. He's got fucking knives that come out of the back of his hands, for fuck's sake.
You're dealing with a team of creatively bankrupt creators over at Marvel.
Well, that's true.
I mean,
like I said,
they're just doing whatever they can to make money at the moment. So that they don't get fired.
Would you say that Weapon X is the first Red Band Wolverine story?
They do, Jay.
Yeah.
What was that?
Weapon X, is that the first Red
Barry
Band?
Windsor Smith, Weapon X.
But see, yeah, that didn't even need a special edition for it, though. They just did it.
Well, and also the colors kind of muted that gore too.
Yes. Like even to the point where he cuts off dude's hand, like the doctor's hand, and slaughtering that bear and cutting its head off. Like the colors mitigated some of that.
I don't know, it was still very visceral to me, man, when I was a kid.
Oh, it absolutely is. But again, that came out in like the 80s. So
88, I think, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, your LCS still let you buy it when you were a kid. Like, it still was fine.
Right, but what I'm saying, when we say Red Band, do we mean more adult-themed, where it's more visceral, a little bit more intense than, say, a 10-year-old should read?
I mean, like Savage Sword of Conan?
That's the funny thing.
No, 1991, man.
There really isn't much difference between the Red Band version and the regular version.
Are there any 10-year-olds reading comics anymore?
That's a good point.
Every now and
they're reading manga.
But he'll read the old stuff.
People reading comics are in their 30s to 50s now, so I don't think you need a special Red Band.
When I go to my LCS, I do see kids going in there from time to time. Granted, I don't know what they're picking up, but
most of them are reading manga because that's where the good stories are.
I'm not going to disagree. Like I said, I don't know. I don't follow them, stalk them.
I just think they.
I used to work in a comic shop.
They're just bonsai charging. There's so much of it that you can't escape it.
Okay, Gary, jeez.
Gary? Who's Gary? Is there a Gary on the chat panel?
I don't know who Gary is. Doesn't like anime and manga.
I mean, well, that's the thing. I'm sure, and I know kids are reading manga, but I don't know what my LCS is selling. Like, I'd have to ask them, do 12-year-olds buy this? Like, I'd have to ask them.
Wasn't that kind of the draw comics when you were younger?
Be careful asking that question
because you could grab,
comic shop.
What's that,
hey, kid? What do you
Wasn't that part of the allure of comics? Was being able to grab a comic and there'd be a little gore in there or something, and
exactly, yeah.
You felt like you're kind of getting away with something.
Well, that's the other thing is when we were growing up, it was the violence was fine. It's the sexual content that they were like, you can't look at that. What's up, Matt Burke?
Hey, Ink? Are you talking about
Matt?
the old beat up porn mag underneath the leaves in the back alley?
Yeah, the Hustler with the girl squirting and stuff. Those.
But it was always like
those good old beat up ones.
And waterlogged.
Our shop, they had the heavy metal magazines bag and boarded in the magazine boxes.
Yeah,
so badass
stuff like that.
Or that Femme Fatale magazine. Remember that one?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
that
I always
bagged and boarded.
The Savage Swords were freaking awesome. When you could get a hold of them. They were already
heavy metal magazine had everything, man.
Yeah, heavy metal magazine. I couldn't.
Heavy metal used to actually have good stories.
That one was behind the counter. I couldn't get that one when I was a kid. So.
Mm-hmm.
They had ours in long.
I could.
They had one on black market magazine. The school bus.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when heavy metal actually used to have good stories that were fun to read.
Yeah,
along with the violence and the boobies.
Yeah, the violence and the
great
art.
Yeah. Back when they had Richard Corbin doing stuff, and
Corbin was awesome. Corbin stuff looked digital before digital existed.
Yep. Did you guys ever notice that?
What's up, some person? He's my number 2 fan. I've got 2 of them.
I'm your fan. I'm a big fan of yours, Ink.
You're a fan of mine?
Yeah,
Well,
huge fan.
Awesome.
Yeah, Burke, Metal Movies. And
I just
Brewskis.
think you're
Dude,
nice.
Hold on, everybody, go
No, I
if
love
you
the
can
Night
check
Molester,
out Metal
whatever he
Movies
did.
and Brewski's channel. He does great reviews over there, live streams, fantastic stuff. Check out Metal Movies and Brewski's. Matt Burke's a solid dude. Go check it out.
Yeah, he says he just read that Dracula by Wagner, and I know Jason has it. Did anybody else get it?
I got it.
I have mine. I haven't opened it yet. I've got a stack of shit that I need to open, but I would really love to have like Kelly Jones and Wagner come on and talk about it.
Matt finagled that shit.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, have you cracked it open yet and seen what's inside?
No, I haven't. I because part of the show, remember, is I unbox it live. Actually, I did get Frog G though, and I'd love to have you and Jason and Frog come on for a what's in the box.
Yeah, done.
Awesome.
Did you look at it yet, Preston?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I'm so behind, dude. Like I'm trying to catch up on work.
Yeah, I missed
These
it.
cool
I didn't really
books are
have
coming
any.
in.
I didn't
Dude,
really.
you know what I got?
Oh.
I went ahead and like I was going through YouTube and they had an interview with the creator of Halloween Man, and like I forgot, like I wanted to get a copy of that like back in the day, but I totally forgot about it, and so I went looking for it. I went to eBay first. It's like way overpriced on eBay, and they have a few volumes of it, but it's on.
More, you're breathing directly into your microphone, bud.
What's it on? It's on that Comics on Demand bullshit that they got with
Yeah.
Kablam. Yeah. And
Halloween Man. I never heard of it before.
yeah, he's like half zombie, half like and he wears a jack-o'-lantern on his chest or something.
Oh,
like,
I
it's
see it
actually
right
pretty
now.
cool.
It's called. You can get it on Global Comics, and they have a whole bunch of volumes of it.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Me neither, but
I sound like Madman from Mike Allred, except it's not.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love
Is it drawn similarly?
No, the guy who does it, he's a writer. He's not an artist, so he just hires whoever wants to do it. And so there's a variety of different artists that go through the Halloween. Well, used to go through the Halloween Man.
It does have a Gail Simone recommendation, so it's got to be good, right?
Ooh,
she's writing Uncanny X-Men.
That sucks. I had high hopes for Halloween Man.
Yeah. When was the last time there was a good X-Men book?
Richard Myers.
1994.
They had a couple in the 2000s, but
Richard
That was the
Myers
last
said he didn't
time
mind the
Wallace
Uncanny
Portasio and Jim Lee teamed up on a X-Men book.
Yeah, Wills.
I liked Morrison's new X-Men. That was probably the last that I liked. So
Yeah, I enjoyed that. There was some of the House of X, Powers of X was. It started out really fun. It was interesting, and then the X Office literally just took hold of it and borked it just hard.
They just give you enough to get hooked.
That's
And
what
then
they
I figure
did with
now we can go ahead and fuck with it. And they
yeah,
have
with
to keep reading.
Morrison's, they would give you Frank Quitely for like one issue, and then you
Yeah.
had like 5 fill-in artists, and you're like, "Come on! I only wanted to see, Quitely drawing. I didn't want to see this unknown person that can't draw."
I think that's the problem with a corporate-owned IP.
I think he had a deal that Quitely was supposed to draw them all too, and they didn't go with the deal. They started putting fill-in artists in. So.
Yeah, they had Igor. I have all of those books because I was picking up X-Men on a regular basis when that was coming out, and they had Igor Cordy fill in a bunch of those issues, and they looked terrible. Now Cordy's a good artist, but they put him under such a deadline that it just looked like shit. Like you can't do quality artwork in the time frame that they gave him. So he gets unfairly slapped with doing some of the worst X-Men comics.
I got you because I just got like 4 days ago. I just bought the entire new X-Men run, and so that's what I was noticing. On everyone that he does, it looks horrible. It just is bad.
Yeah. Well, they made him rush. It was a rush job.
Even Quitely's stuff, even though he was taking long, it's not as good as his other stuff either.
I think it's known though. Like if you hire Quitely, like he's slow. Like he's just
You gotta plan it out ahead of time. You know.
Didn't it take him a year to get the 6-issue Superman deal done or something like that?
Oh wow,
it was like an insane amount of time.
That's the guy you got to make sure he's got all the issues in the can before you release it. You know. Otherwise, people are just going to be disappointed. It's like he's being slow, but all the readers are getting disappointed because it's not what they wanted. So. Yeah.
I don't know. There's only certain things that I like quietly on. Superheroes is not one of them. Flex Mentallo, I thought he was fantastic on.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't really appreciate his artwork on the X-Men. Like I like
did a
the
good
story.
job on Batman. Like
I don't understand why everybody has fucking duck lips. Why does everybody that he draw have fucking duck lips? Like he's a tremendous illustrator, but everybody looks like they're pooching their lips out, like they're waiting for a kiss. You know, and Emma Frost on that cover of New X-Men, you know the one I'm talking about. It's the pink background. She looks like she's made out of cottage cheese.
Also, he doesn't like eyebrows.
No, he does not. So yeah, I had my issues with that run, but you know, even he was better than the fill-in things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just read Metal Movies and Brewski says he just read Hell Mask by Danzig and Bisley, and it had some good art.
Well,
I went to eBay to go get those because he was telling me like Veronica has a store on eBay. But one thing Veronica doesn't do, they don't bundle shipping. So every time you order a book, you got like $6 of shipping on each book, and each book is like $4 or $5 each.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Luke, I fixed it for you.
Oh, hold on, Hockey. What's up?
I fixed it for Luke.
Oh, I gotta make.
Thanks, Hockey. I hate it.
Where are you? There.
I just read John Maylin's
Godlike.
Oh, Jesus. I have no comment.
That's not Hockey.
What a piece of shit.
So I mean, we always talk about how
nice. That's sexy, Hockey. Sexy duck. It's been good. That's like your sexy bunny personified into a duck.
That's it, exactly.
Wow, they draw on Daisy different nowadays. Wow.
It's a great face, Hockey, though. I like it.
Hold on, I gotta find my cursor.
So we always talk about how manga is like kicking the U.S. comic market's ass. I mean, how could we possibly compete with manga and still be able to keep the American audience?
Do better stories. Better art.
Yeah.
I mean, there are great stories and great art out there, and
people want to buy American stuff, but I mean, come on, dude. They're not going to.
I mean, they're still doing it. So, like, everybody's jerking off over this Ultimate Spider-Man run, but here they are race swapping Norman Osborn and Black Cat,
it's like
doing the same shit they've been doing. So they get a successful run, and they can't help themselves, and they're putting their own diversity crap in it. And
I haven't bought a Marvel comic in so goddamn long, dude. Like, it's been
I buy the Hulk. That's it. Just because I like the art. You know, Klein's a really good artist. So I haven't read a single issue of it, but I buy it for his art. And once he leaves, I'll stop buying it. So, but I mean, a lot of the quality in comics, I think, is in like the smaller companies. Like Scout put out some very good.
Scout's got some insane stuff.
And just like there's a lot of really good indie stuff. I just don't know how you make a decent enough market.
I mean, like, let's take Marvel. If they had a really good guy on Amazing Spider-Man, which is a flagship book, and they had a really good X-Men book and a solid Fantastic Four book, there you go.
I mean, I completely have given up on mainstream. Mainstream's never going back. I don't think they'll never even regain there's no way for them to regain their readership. I don't think so.
How much money? Like, how long is that George Soros money going to last anyway?
But Ink, I think you're kind of
at some point, right?
Ink, I think you're sort of overlooking the cultural aspect of it. That Asian, like especially Japan, is a big fan of Western culture and they want to consume it.
Yeah.
And we're a big fan of theirs because it's different than our values, and we consume it. So as I think they just kind of cancel each other out as sort of like a behemoth versus Leviathan type of thing. It's never going to go away, our sensibility of things. We're just in a lull right now, crap, because of, like he said, the Soros money, right? It's just, but the sensibility of the West is still desirable of what we do in our comics and our media. You know, American movies are still the most watched around the planet.
Oh,
yeah,
they
but
love action.
I mean,
They
can
love
comics even compete anymore? Because you have all this digital media, all this flash, like constantly like catching kids' attention. I mean, how are you going to get the attention of the next generation without your indie book becoming something pretty big? It would have to be, so that it gets mass marketed to where it is on screens everywhere almost before it would, you know what I mean? It's like how
you're almost better off having it made into a video game.
When you run an Indiegogo campaign or a Kickstarter, like that never hits like the like Asian market, right?
No, I don't think so. I think they have a completely. Do they have like a completely different internet than we have? Don't they? Different search engines and all that crap, or it's optimized different to where they don't see a lot of the American stuff.
Because I don't think anybody shipped to like Asia. Like
we shipped to Singapore.
Yeah, we shipped something to Singapore. Didn't cost all that much either.
Nice. Yeah, I think we sold. That was the only thing we sold over there.
Korean cinema is.
I mean, if we do something right, like Wolverine, Deadpool, it has an impact. Or at least
is that any good?
Korean cinema's good.
The movie, Wolverine, Deadpool,
like
Wolverine is a fucking fun movie.
It's the best bad movie you'll ever see.
All right, hold the phone,
Because it didn't last
everybody.
too long at the theaters.
Hold on, we have the authority of
it's number one
authorities
right now.
on what is good, what isn't good, of everything there is.
Dan,
What's up, Plegel?
Scotch. Fuck yeah.
Dan Plegel.
No, okay. Dan Plegel is no longer allowed on this channel. How dare
I
you,
wanted to make
sir.
a joke, but it would hurt Dan's feelings.
Did you bring enough for everybody, Dan?
He's made out of wax. You can just light it
actually.
and he's a candle.
Oh shit, he did bring enough for
I
everybody.
see you've got them all to throw them directly in the trash, right?
I got 4 more bags down here.
No.
Straight into the trash with that shit.
Plegel, you were supposed to bring some sense to this stream.
I got something cool in the mail that I pre-ordered a while ago.
Is it a toy?
It is.
Let's see it.
Let's see. Ooh, Ghost Rider. Nice.
Oh,
That's
look at
exciting.
that.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That's dope.
I'm not a Marvel Legends fan. The only ones that I've gotten, I got the Chris Star figure because Chris Star's dope, and then and like I said, I got this one because it's the cool Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Which one is? I missed it.
Hold on.
It's
Was it
Dexterity
Johnny
one.
Blaze?
Yeah, it's the Johnny Blaze from the Glow Skull cover version
Sweet.
with the black bike that's kind of sort of industrial.
Oh, I got that one. It's got hooks on the bottom so that you can hang it on the wall, so it looks like it's riding up the wall.
I want McFarlane to make the Bernie Wrightson Ghost Rider into a toy, where he's sitting on the motorcycle.
Oh,
With those
that one.
extremely long arms.
Oh, that would be a great toy, dude. It'd be awesome.
And the crazy chaps.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite Ghost Rider image of all time.
I think it's
That's
everybody's.
It just like captures, like, dude, that's Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Like what
Wasn't
could
that
have been,
commission?
right?
Like it wasn't.
Yeah, it was like a one-off sort of commission thing. I think he did 2 drawings of it.
Yeah,
The fact that they never had Bernie do a Ghost Rider story is just dumb.
It's strange. It's strange.
Well, they kept trying to make anything Bernie ever did for Marvel and DC just didn't look right.
They
didn't look like
bubble-gummed it
Marvel.
up.
It didn't look like
Yeah.
Bernie. Because
Yeah, they
kept trying to
bubble
make
gummed
it-
him.
They kept trying to make him fit in that comic book mold instead of just letting him do his pencils with some ink wash and stuff like that.
Oh, that would be so
Bernie
awesome.
was an insanely good horror artist, but
Yeah.
he just never fit into the comic book like artist mold that they tried to put him in.
That's why Swamp Thing.
I mean, some of the Batman stuff that he did was pretty cool. But yeah,
Is it Cabal? Is that the one?
But his heavy metal and his horror work that he did for
Mhm.
indies was fucking insane, dude.
I mean, you know,
crazy good.
Swamp Thing was really like the only book that he had any kind of success on working for the big two.
God, I wish printing would have been up to snuff back then, because you just imagine how good it would have looked if they had decent reproduction back then.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that version of is it Batman Cult that they're putting out in the fall, where it's like
I actually have the original books of the Cult. Yeah,
I love the Cult books,
they are well done.
so I'm excited to see this new version. I wish it was like a black and white version though. Like I know it can't. They don't have all the files, all the art, but it would be cool to see when like they did with all the books where they made them black and white, like the Watchmen and all that. I can't remember what the books are called.
I didn't
see that
realize
new,
they did that.
that Watchmen movie they put out?
I was watching that before it came down here to hop on. It's pretty
fucking
good.
terrible. Oh, you liked
You
it?
like it? Oh
I
yeah,
didn't like the animation. I thought the animation was terrible.
I liked it because it looks like Dave Gibbons art, which is the reason why I like it.
I like Dave Gibbons' art.
And it's that 2D, 3D modeling type of thing. Where
Yeah, it's 3D modeling with this like
2D overlay,
drawn skin, 2D drawn skin over it.
Oh, so it's cell shaded to look like it's drawn.
Yeah, but it looks it's that Netflix.
It's not as bad as like Ghost in the Shell. It's like they did some stuff with the animation where it kind of feels hybridized, where it doesn't, like, at times it looks like a 3D model running around, but then other times it doesn't. I don't know. I enjoyed it.
I heard it's pretty good though.
Yeah, I didn't hate what I saw. And like I said, it was pretty. I mean, they're basically doing the book. They're not leaving anything out. The only thing that I noticed was there was no credit to what's his name on it?
Me.
Alan Moore.
Alan Moore.
Yeah.
It was Dave Gibbons was the one that was credited.
That's because Alan Moore, in no uncertain terms, told them to absolutely go fuck themselves and to never put his name on anything they ever do with Watchmen ever again. He told DC to turn it sideways and cram it so far up their ass they are still tasting it.
Which is, I mean,
it's fair because they fucked him over hard on that book.
Yeah, they screwed him
hard.
But then again, I mean,
it's just unfortunate because this is really close to his work. You know what I mean? This isn't like it doesn't feel like an adaptation.
Alan didn't. I don't think he did his contract right. You know what I'm saying? Like, he left a huge loophole in there.
They both did. I mean, that the rights to that were supposed to go back to Dave and Alan, like back in the fucking 80s. So yeah,
as long as they wasn't printing the book. But
but DC made sure that
book
never went out of print.
Was it 1 year or 2 years that they had to print an issue every 1 or 2 years to keep the rights in DC's favor or something like that? It was like some strange deal they made up.
No, they as long as the book was in print, the rights would stay with DC. But the book never went out of print. So,
hey Luke,
yes,
I'm gonna hop off, but I'm gonna say goodnight to Jason, Luke, Mr. Hocky, Michael T, Will, Mr. Ink, Dan Plegel, and lastly, Preston. I want to say that Legacy of Kane piece you did was the business, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it was quite good. I was like, whoa, that is a beautiful piece.
That piece opened the door for I can't talk about anything, but I saw.
I know, but it's still badass. I just want to tell you,
dude, that's fucking badass, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, so, I'm a huge fan of Legacy of Kane. That's why.
I bid you all good night.
Later,
take it easy, Will. Good to see you, man.
Later, Will. I tried to call you Joe for some reason. Later, Will Joe.
Because his real name is Joe. You found him out, Ink.
Right.
You've discovered his secret.
Tonight, only on TOPicLESS, doxing Will Perdomo.
The truth finally comes out.
Kane piece as well.
That was a blast to do. I actually approached those guys because I was like, I'm a huge fan. Do you guys mind if I do something for it? like, yeah, do it. You know, it was supposed to be a free thing, but it turned into getting paid for it and doing a bunch of other stuff too. Like it was crazy.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Congrats.
Arthur Roy, I have no idea about what he's doing. I haven't.
No, I'm not. I don't want to talk about it. It's a fellow indie creator. If you want to talk about it in Twitter or another channel, that's fine. But I'm not talking about Jimmy Reyes' campaign.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to talk about a fellow indie creator and their choices on what they do. What's that? What, Plegel? I didn't hear what you said, Plegel.
Oh, nothing. I was trying to find out what you were talking about. I didn't know where.
Wasn't sure what you were in reference to.
Just read Art of Roy's comment.
I just read it. So I was like trying to figure out what was. I was like, is there something?
No, I mean,
I thought Jimmy was doing fine. Like he just went off like his campaign just hit a roadblock or something like that, or
I don't know. A thing. You got to go. If you read his comment section on his campaign.
Oh, it's on his campaign. I'll read it then. I haven't seen anything on it.
So. If you read his comments on his campaign, you'll find out what's going on.
All right.
He'll get it figured out. I got faith in Jimmy to figure it out.
He unfollowed me, so I unfollowed him, so I don't know anything.
Oh, really? Jesus Christ. That bad?
What did you
Granted, let me play devil's advocate for a second. It could have been a Twitter error, because YouTube will do that. They'll unsubscribe you.
Yeah, they will.
It could have been all this shit I talked about his campaign.
It could have been
that too.
It
might have been that.
Did you talk a bunch of shit about his campaign? That's
no,
not really, but sort of.
No, he was.
I was joking about it.
Remember how I was joking to him, like how Jimmy doesn't come on anymore because he's big time. Jimmy's big time. I was joking.
He may have taken it serious though.
Jimmy, big time.
Jimmy's like, fuck you, unfriend.
I never really was this guy's friend anyway. Fuck that guy.
Did you start off on his channel? Weren't you a co-host?
I was a co-host on his show before. I was too raw for his show.
What could you?
Inkspots has a new book coming out. How to win friends and influence people. Volume 2.
Actually, I changed the channel to "Fuck You." I'll say what I want to say, and I think it'll do well.
Chapter 1. They cunt a lot.
Yeah, I'm game.
I don't think mine is like yours.
You and I can get demonetized together.
It doesn't have any hooks to hang it on anything.
Wait, you guys are monetized?
Oh, yours doesn't have any hooks, Plegel?
No. It'd be cool if it had that, though. I was like, fuck, that's bad.
Preston is a different version of that.
I mean, I suppose I could. I could probably like customize it to. There's like a little hole on the underside of the thing, and I think is like another place to put the.
I agree with that, Henry.
The foot pegs, and I think you could probably put like a little. Oh, wait a minute! No, I do see a little hook there.
Oh, you have Preston.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you can put it on your wall.
You could put
it
a
looks
little
like
nail
he's riding
in
up the side of your wall.
That's rad. I'm gonna do that.
No, nobody hates him.
It looks cool.
Art of Jay Ryan.
Yeah, no,
and I agree.
Did you see the new Ghost Rider figures that they got? Like the ones where he's on the old school Harley and
yeah,
that's awesome.
It looks like a superpowers figure, right? Like
yeah. They put out a series. Yeah, they put out a series of Ghost Rider and Punisher figures where they all have and I think Captain America too, where they all have motorcycles.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting the Ghost Rider one because it's an old school.
Dude, the Cosmic Ghost Rider is the best.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Dude. Yeah, dude, it's got a little prop where it looks like his motorcycle's floating. You know?
Oh, it's badass.
Very cool. So, shall I lighten the mood?
Yes.
Is the mood not light?
No, because you're here.
We're just talking about Ghost Rider.
I'm actually making a joke. This won't lighten the mood. It'll actually make the mood a little heavy. My scans came back bad today.
What? You said they were good. What are you talking about?
They look like they were good, but then we saw the MRIs today, and they found more stuff in my liver.
Uh-oh.
Are you drinking?
No. So.
Well, they can take one of those out, right?
Livers. I mean,
I have a beautiful liver, Plegel. Do you want some
There's
of it?
stuff that can be done. Like, this isn't like the end of the world. It's just, you know,
It can't be
just
mine.
more
I drank too
surgery
much.
and
Isn't that
more
true though? Like the liver's
stuff.
It regenerates.
one part of your
It
body.
regenerates, yeah.
So if somebody gives you half their liver, like it would like turn
It's
into
just
a full liver,
if it
right?
keeps
Or something
popping
like
up in there, that's a problem.
Right, but what we're saying is if, like, let's say I were to give you half my liver and they put that in you, would that work?
I don't think they would do that. I think they would just take part of mine out and regrow.
Because I have a beautiful liver, I've been
You
told.
can take like
Yeah, but yours is broken.
I believe the story is
No, my
that I
kidneys
heard online is they can take 2/3 of your liver and it'll grow back.
Yeah.
But no, it's just that they keep finding stuff and you know.
Is that where the cancer was
What's up, Bancroft?
originally? Was that?
What up, Bancroft?
One of the two places. There was
Sorry.
there was a lot more that was in my intestine, and luckily, so far, none of that's come back. So it's just a little bit of a downer.
It is, but
So I'm not like too worried about it. Like, my wife was a little more upset than I was.
but they could probably get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was, though, right? Like,
I mean, it's bad, but it's not like fatal. I don't think. At the moment, they seemed like worried how I was going to take it, but they seemed when I was like, well, this is operable, right? This isn't like.
yeah, you were at stage
we're
4
giving up
last
now.
time, dude. I mean,
Yeah, he
Like-
was at stage 4, dude.
This isn't like we're giving up now because we found some more, is it? She's like, oh no. She's like, I will fucking kill it. She's like, that's what I do. She's like, it's gone. She's like, I just needed to make sure you're okay with it. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm like, whatever we gotta do.
Yep.
But I
They
could come
was sticking
back
around
to
for-
America again. God damn it.
Yep. Hockey's coming back to America. I don't have to mail him anything.
Yeah.
Saves me some shipping money there, Hockey. Thank you.
Hockey's coming back to America because he needs more fucking He-Man figures.
This is
Sure
true.
is that too.
I've got his Orko figure right up here above me.
Yeah.
Hockey, are you drawing Caitlin?
I still have my original Orko figure from
Am
back
I
in the
drawing what?
80s.
Me too.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Caitlin Fairchild?
With the pull string.
Maybe.
Orko's from Masters of the Universe, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. All right.
He's
I
the,
still have my original Snake Mountain as well.
he's the
The one that floats, right?
yeah. He's the greatest.
Little-
he's the
blue elf
greatest
dude.
American hero wizard of He-Man.
He kind of looks like a Fat Albert character.
Yes. Well, he's got a whole bunch of family members that all look like Fat Albert characters.
Oh, okay.
Yucko, who has like a baseball cap.
Mushmouth.
What was the other one? Yucko, Orpo, I think, and something else.
Orko.
Good old Orko.
Sorry, I'm listening to the chat. They're making fun of Hank.
As you do.
He's being a sissy lala.
No.
You're being
I'm
a sissy lala. I heard it. I heard you. I heard you being a sissy lala in the chat. Can't talk about it live, so you're gonna do it in the chat.
You told me I couldn't say anything
Because you
live,
can't say it
big
live.
fat-
Aha, but I can hear it.
You
I can
fat
still
with
hear
a
it. I cheated.
Oh, you can hear it.
I can hear it. I have speech chat on. That's how I can tell what's going on in the chat. Sissy lala.
Can't see what's going on in the chat, but he can still hear it.
Yep. Ink is a bundle.
It's like
of
that,
sticks.
like that fucking creature from that stupid horror movie that just came out.
What's
What's
stupid?
the horror movie with the creatures that they can't see but they can hear? You gotta be quiet.
Oh yeah.
Be
What,
quiet.
Quiet Place.
Quiet place. That's it.
Sure, that one. Like, okay, so
cool.
you set up like a noise. You set up like a noise center, draw them all in there, and you blow the fuckers up. Oh, problem solved.
There's too many.
But there was some serious flaws with that movie. But
yeah.
I will say this: the creatures look badass.
Why didn't they live by the waterfall?
Exactly. Yeah. And when
because
rained,
then there wouldn't be a movie, Michael.
I'm just not a fan.
I
of
refuse to
horror.
accept your answer, Luke.
I tried to watch that. Megan,
Yeah, but you know that's the one that they're going to go with.
I tried to watch that Megan movie the other night, and
that was good. I like that one.
I just couldn't get into it, man.
I don't even know what that is.
It took a while to really get going. Though.
It's kind of like a modern day Child's Play.
It was
AI toy doll. And,
Oh. See, I was never wigged out by Child's Play either.
that was a comedy.
Oh, you're a possessed doll. Okay, how about I punch you into a fucking fire? End of problem. Oh, look, there's a wood chipper over there. I'm going to grab you by your tiny little leg and put your head first into it.
I enjoyed the first one when it came out back in the day.
Jesus, Luke.
Luke's a little
What? I mean, problem solved, right?
No, but Child's Play was, I mean, when we went to see it, we went to laugh. Like, it was like this dumb you knew it was going to be funny and kind of dumb, and
that's the way I felt about Nightmare on Elm Street. It was like a Bugs Bunny.
It's just going to be like schlocky, because we evil, like the Evil Dead movies. We were fans of those because we could laugh at certain things.
Well, you were supposed to. That's part of the fun of Evil Dead and Army of Darkness especially.
Yeah.
And so that's how Chucky was to me. I didn't consider it legitimate horror. I considered it comedy horror just because of the premise itself, and it was funny.
When you're chalking up Brad Dourif as your star, I mean, shit. All the B stuff he did, and he comes out as the prime voice of this supposedly here's a supernatural franchise killer that's going to scare your socks off.
Hold on, let me highlight that. Some person.
He's officially retired.
No, I didn't. I heard Cabinet of Curiosities was fucking great, though.
He's officially retired, and he said the only other movies he will do from now on are Child's Play.
Well, too bad they hired Mark Hamill instead.
Not anymore. I think the Mark Hamill thing's done.
Dunzo.
I know a lot of modern horror today is just people screaming at each other.
I can't remember the last time I watched a horror movie and actually enjoyed it.
I saw two really good ones recently.
What'd you see, Plegel?
I saw Oddity.
Oddity was good. That was pretty good.
Okay.
I was very impressed with that, dude. If you like that, you should see that director's other film called what was it? Caveat. It's very similar in the story that it tells, but not the same story.
That sounds real familiar. Like,
yeah, it's pretty good.
A lot of the movies that come out that they're calling horror right now.
Yeah,
it's like
suspense thrillers.
Well, the characters are just fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's obvious shit they should be doing, but they don't do it.
As Preston's talking, I'm just hearing
goes
George
back
Carlin.
to the 80s too. I mean, the 80s they did that too. And
well, the other horror film I saw that was really good was Longlegs.
See, that actually looks interesting.
That's Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is playing a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually looks good. I want to watch that one.
Dude, anything by Nicolas Cage right now is just fucking amazing.
What about those Terrifier movies? Are they any good?
I just watched both of those, and they're awful, but I don't know how to explain it. They're intriguing, but they're terrible.
Okay.
The last thing I want to say
There's
about
a lot of
Longlegs
blood
is
in
Longlegs. The director of Longlegs is Anthony Perkins' son.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of cool.
Neat.
Longlegs was good, dude. It was really good. I liked it. It was awesome.
Oh, and I saw Alien Romulus for the third time the other day.
Yeah.
Third time, Jesus.
Yeah.
Plegel liked it a little more than I did.
I enjoyed it.
I still would see it again.
I
would see it again. I liked it.
I I'm still planning to see it one more time if I can. In the, I want to see it where the screens wrap around the walls.
Yeah, that would be dope, dude.
Plegel wants to see the full immersive experience.
Exactly, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to because I don't know if it's gonna be in theaters long enough for me to see it like that.
Well, I want to see it.
I think
home.
Beetlejuice is coming out soon.
Yeah,
I want to see that. I want to.
That actually looks like it might be pretty decent. Looks like it might be fun.
At home, so
They're trying to get the original cast with Beetlejuice too, aren't they? Like,
they did. They did get the original cast.
So, yeah,
we watched the old one,
except for the dad,
because we're fans.
They didn't get the pedo back, so
They didn't.
What?
The dad was accused of pedo charges.
Oh, was he really?
Well, the dad, the character of the dad is dead in the
That's
new
why.
movie. So,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
Hey, Hocky, you're doing a Fairchild?
what?
Everybody's talking about your drawing.
Oh.
The chat is a buzz, Hockey. Where are you?
He's up there in the corner.
I know you're up there in the corner. All right.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, look at that. Caliente. Oh.
I mean, I don't see any camel toe, but that's fine, I guess.
No,
Sorry.
don't encourage him. Because if you say that,
Perfect.
or he'll just draw a camel. Like
He gave her a little Hitler mustache down there.
Put a couple
oh no.
Put a couple
Oh,
stray hairs hanging out.
Any hope of monetization is gone. Look at this. Oh
Just a couple of stray hairs just hanging
Yep,
out.
this stream is now done.
Yep,
Dunzo, Jason.
Dunzo.
Yep.
The hockey toe. Awesome one.
The hockey toe.
You are over.
It's looking dope, Hockey, though. I like it.
I think the only movies that ever scared me were like the satanic ones about witches or like devil worship. Those ones were the only ones that will kind of get me. But anything else, I just find cheesy.
All the Catholic movies scared the shit out of me. When I was young.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that new Omen movie was pretty good.
There's a new Omen movie?
Yeah.
I never
didn't
seen
even know
it.
about it.
Oh wait, no, I did see that. Dude, they had a really graphic like birth scene in there.
Yeah.
Was
All right, I'll have to watch it.
Was that a prequel?
Yeah.
The first Omen, is that what it's called?
It connects real nicely to the original Omen.
Really?
I'll have to watch it. I've seen it on there on one of the streaming services.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those ones. Those ones are still like creep me out a little bit. Like anything that could be tied to real life a little more. That's that's the only thing that hooks me. Probably because I was brought up Catholic too, so like all that stuff like gives me the EBGBs, man. EBGBs. Even like when they do like evil devil priests and shit, that freaks me out.
Yeah. Well, that's who's running our country.
I didn't mind the Pope's Exorcist. I thought that was okay.
Yeah, I like the Pope's Exorcist.
I like the Pope's Exorcist.
The Russell Crowe one?
Yeah. So that was
That other one that Russell Crowe was in kind of sucked ass.
That one was
an actor.
terrible.
Which one is this one?
He just made one.
It's called The Exorcist. It's real bad.
Oh, really?
It's terrible, dude.
Or it's
really
called
bad.
Exorcism, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get this straight. Russell Crowe is a Catholic priest doing an exorcism in 2 different exorcist movies.
Yeah, but in the other one, he's an actor playing a Catholic priest doing an exorcism on set. And he gets possessed. Like
He's like, make me a sandwich while I exercise.
He is making a sequel to Pope's Exorcist. Isn't that right now?
He gets kind of like
What?
you
What?
get pedo vibes from that movie a little bit.
The Pope's Exorcist.
So Smokey?
I'll
Good
have
to
to
see
watch
ya.
that one.
Yeah, they're making a sequel to it.
What up, Smokey?
Smokey!
Hey. They're making a sequel? I don't think it
Yeah.
really needs one.
Oh!
I don't think it did
Did
all that
you
well.
see the ending? The
Yeah, I
ending,
saw
the
the
whole
ending,
ending
but-
of that movie was a setup for a franchise. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Right, but I just don't think it did that well at the
they're
box
like the
office.
Catholic Avengers at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Van Helsing or something.
Oh shit, Catholic Avengers? I'm in.
Really?
It's not crazy.
Corey Barton's in the chat. What's up, Corey?
Hello, Corey.
I'm totally down for it. I can't wait.
So, person, I can hear you. What are you talking about? I totally hear you.
Good to see Corey popping up again. Disappeared for a long time.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This comment here is a little suspicious to me. A little suspect, as the kids are sus. What is Hocky drawing? It's so nice. Wait a minute. So you mean to say things that most of the things Hocky draws aren't? They're just not good?
The implication's there.
Let's not be thought
police. Angela is a female. They have double meanings usually.
Well, he is going to be drawing a Frog G book, so
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Creators Outlet. What's going on, man? Some people popping in. Good to see you. Like and subscribe if you're new. Back Frog G in fulfillment now.
Fulfilling.
So fulfilling. Yeah, Hockey's going to be working on some Frog G stuff for us.
Yeah, next campaign we're going to have the hockey book.
Yep.
A little hockey book.
A little zine, a little hockey zine.
Yeah, we're going to do a zine. A little mini comic. That'd be cool.
Yeah. No more of this full comic crap.
Yeah, we're going to cut down and raise prices. Wait.
Yep.
No, wait.
That's the true indie comics model.
We're going to go the McDonald's route. This shit.
Do the mainstream, right?
It's going to be 5 pages, mini comic, $39.95.
On newsprint.
You can get 2 more pages if you pay the premium subscription.
If you pay the premium, we'll give you the red, what is it called? Red Label Edition.
Oh,
it's gonna have one
edition.
It's gonna have one different panel in it that you can't get in the first one.
And then 2 years later, we'll have a $5 sale. Wait,
But
nobody does that.
Oh, hold
that
on.
panel won't be canon though. The
Hold
panel
on.
won't be
Angela
canon.
Curry no longer likes your drawing because seafoam green is her favorite color, not just regular purple and green. So Hockey, it's garbage now.
Sorry. Okay.
So, Luke, there's a new VHS movie coming out this year on October 4th.
That's
VHS
cool.
Beyond. Apparently, it's the 7th film in the franchise.
Yeah, they've done a lot of them. They've done a lot of them. I've only seen the first one.
There's Hockey's Voodoo Priestess that he's gonna do for our campaign.
The concept art for the book. So.
Yeah.
Just sort of.
Hold on. Let's make that big. Yes, Jason has our voice chat.
We're gonna have the Voodoo Priestess when she's a child. It's a little origin story.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
So yeah, it's just a quick concept thing, just to. But yeah.
Then he's going to be drawing the whole book because we're done. We're just going to collect the money.
Yeah, it's just going.
We're going to pay Hockey Philippine rates.
That's more than what I'm getting for anything else.
Oh, jeez. Oh, we'll pay you very well for the.
I don't know. I want to check the exchange rate. We might be paying him more if we pay him in Filipino dollars pretty soon.
Yeah, wait, I don't want him ripping us off.
Understandable.
Pay him 5,000 American dollars. He's bought a mansion in Manila.
I'm gonna pay him in Aussie money.
Those Australians are schemes and scammers. We know this.
Wait, does Aussie money have a different name? Like we have dollars. What do you guys?
Dollary dues.
Dollary dues. Diggery dollars.
What?
Officially, it's just the Australian dollar, right, Hockey?
Is that all it's called?
It is just a dollar.
Oh, copycats.
Copycats.
Could have called them ruse or something.
It's better than calling your money loons.
Corey.
All the Canadians now hate me.
What? I have it on.
That's okay. We ate them too.
It's not like,
but it's a very polite hatred.
It's not like a real country anyway.
Yeah, pay Hockey and tea and biscuits.
Hey, it's still more than I'm going to pay for anything else.
Hockey will pay you an adequate amount of money.
An adequate amount of loonies and toonies. That's for real, Jay Ryan. Holy shit!
That's the problem when you hire your friends. You just can't rip them off. So it's bad business.
$2.
Wait, Hockey's our friend? When did Hockey become our friend?
It's true.
Oh, I've been chipping away at him for a few years. It took a while. You gotta get through that hard Australian exterior.
Henry, Shelby is smart. And he's just not coming on. He's like, I don't want to deal with all the over talk, so he's like not coming on.
Where is Shelby? Is he teaching tonight?
What is it?
I don't know.
He's probably getting a burrito.
Angela, he's not Beetlejuice.
Say his name 3 times and he'll appear.
Yes. You got to do it in a mirror.
No, you got to say
Holding a
Dave
bowl of
Grohl,
ramen.
Dave Grohl,
I was
Dave
gonna say you
Grohl.
do it into a bowl of ramen.
The reflection of a bowl of ramen. That's it.
And a photo of Nirvana.
But not the Nevermind album. That kid'll sue you.
Oh, yeah, he will.
No, he won't. He's dead now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is dead, isn't he?
The kid
died?
What?
Who's
Yeah,
dead?
Yeah, he's dead. The kid, the baby from
The
Nirvana.
kid from the Nevermind album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little baby?
Fuck's
He's dead?
sake, that escalated quickly.
Yep, he's dead,
Yeah.
dead.
They should
All
have
dead.
pulled him out of that pool, man.
Left him unattended.
Frustration.
Well done.
What do you think of this so far, Hank?
It's fine.
Mine works for this. I don't care if you say this is fine.
No, I like it. It's good.
Oh, well, I gotta delete it now. It's not just
Get
fine.
rid of it.
Get rid of it.
I can tell you, Jason did that cover for book 2. It's pretty fucking awesome. So
Thanks,
it's
man.
gonna look great. It's gonna be good. Book
gonna
2
be
is gonna be
added.
fun.
It's gonna be adequate.
We've got it half written. We wrote it to the half point, and then
Yep.
Jason had to finish up fulfillment. But yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, we're gonna have the whole thing, or at least 90% of it finished before we launch.
Yeah, we won't have like the drawn in. We'll have the drawn in tiers and stuff left to go, but it's gonna be just about finished when we launch. So I'm never gonna be late again.
We're gonna fap all over it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Frog G, the art's so good that writers shouldn't back it.
Oh, the
We had a writer tell us that because the art is too good that it probably sucks because the art's too good.
That's too good.
That's the dumbest logic I've ever heard. What the actual fuck?
Wow, that is a modern audience take if I've ever fucking heard one.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Back Frog G, the art is good.
Too good.
And the guy that told that to me has a campaign, and I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but I went and looked at his campaign.
And he's got a really good book, is what you're saying?
No, he doesn't.
Because the art isn't that good?
The art is really bad, and then you can read some of his writing because he has pages. Yeah, he needs to go back to the old drawing board there, buddy.
Look, it's the best I can do, Ink. Jesus Christ.
Not hockey. It was funny though when I went and looked at his book, and it's
Okay. So I guess maybe you guys were something else. The guy's
I
not
don't have
dead.
pages
He
up
lost his lawsuit.
Oh. So are we gonna get sued for saying he's dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
I am
What,
disappointed in
dead?
4 ways now.
They had a guy on Twitter like dissect one of my Hell Rider pieces, Hell Knight pieces,
Mhm.
and he like did a quick sketch to redraw it to show me how to do it correctly.
wow.
I was like, all right. I was like, maybe I did do something wrong. Now let me see what this dude's all about. And I looked at his work. I was like, come on.
Come on, no. Come
Man,
on.
that is one of the rudest fucking things I think
know,
that
that's-
anybody can do. That is
I
so
always
fucking
thought that
rude.
was like fucked up when they did that to J. Scott Campbell and people like that. I was like,
Especially the fucking talentless goddamn hacks that did that, and the people that went after Milo Manara for that Spider-Woman cover. And then you
I
had
know,
like
dude. Dude, I
models
lost my shit
that
on that one.
literally recreated that exact pose on a fucking set. So fuck you all.
it just
Like
trips
fucking
me out.
hacks.
Like, and like I remember when J. Scott Campbell, they were fucking with J. Scott Campbell about that. And then J. Scott Campbell came back and redraw that dude's depiction of his drawing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes. That
And the
was
dude's
funny as hell.
excuse was like, you shouldn't know how to draw to be able to judge other people's work. And I was like, what kind of fucking logic is that?
What?
I was like, that's nuts.
It's okay for me to say it, but you can't do that. You're punching down. Shut up. You stepped into this ring. You stepped into this ring and you asked for it.
That's what
like
it was. You
redrawing
don't
somebody's
have to be
artwork without them asking you to is fucked up. Don't do it.
The dude said that you shouldn't, like, you don't need to be an artist to be able to be a critic. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
If you're like criticizing like perspective and shit, yeah, you probably need to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably need to know anatomy if you're telling
a little bit of
somebody
anatomy might help,
so-
you know, if you're gonna critique other people's shit.
Good job, Jay.
He's like, the squiggly muscle just looks wrong. The squiggly one.
Now,
Or Rob
I
Liefeld's
understand.
feet.
That's a played
You
out
understand
joke.
what?
I understand, you know, if you're not an artist and you look at something, you're like, yeah, that looks a little janked up, and you're not exactly sure why. That's fine, saying something like that. But acting like you know better than somebody that's been drawing for 30 some odd years professionally, that's just hubris. That is the height of hubris.
It trips me out because they do stick figures. You know, like, oh no, this is how it should be.
According to your shitty little stick figure. Right.
And I'm like, well, if you know how it should be, shouldn't you do like a fully rendered piece and just show me that? You know, I mean, I just don't
It's
understand.
like that
it's
that
crazy.
lady that tried to paint over that fresco at a church.
Oh yeah, you remember that? And then people started worshiping because she was a nun, right? And you talk about the one on the church, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked like a little. Yeah, it looked like a cartoon face or something, like a smiley face she put on.
Yeah.
And people started worshiping that. It's nuts, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Corey, you haven't been drawing for 30 years yet. You'll get there.
Monkey
Just
Jesus.
keep going.
Hockey believes in vampire Jesus.
Yep, he does.
Jesus is not a vampire. He performs magic. He's clearly a lich.
Hockey disagrees.
No,
He's a vampire.
he died and then
There is
came
the story
back.
of
Vampire, and then
Jesus
everyone
learning
thinks-
Agora yoga in India. So
Everybody drinks his blood, so he's a
I'm
this
Catholic.
is my blood.
I
This
have
is I
anything
mean
to do
yeah.
with this. God, it's not much. Not me.
Like in Dracula 2000, when Judas became Dracula.
It's Judas, yeah. I thought that was an interesting take, especially the reason why silver is a big deal to him because of the 30 pieces of silver that he got.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting bend to it.
Your boy from 300, Leonidas, that played Dracula.
Dude, that would be a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
comic. Like the 30 pieces of silver that Judas got are around the world, and anyone that accidentally ends up with one of those gets like cursed things happen to him. That could be pretty cool. Like,
Oh wait, they have something like that. Bisley.
do
worked
they
on
have
it.
something like that?
Yeah, it's
Called
called
Pirates of the Caribbean. No, do they have something like that with like the pieces
Well,
of
they have a
silver?
book Bisley did where it had to do with the 30 pieces of silver.
Oh, that's rad. I gotta find it. That's a good idea. Like you could do.
Copyright.
I mean,
entertainment.
you could take stuff like that and just make cool shit out of it. You know.
Oh, there's tons of shit in the Bible you can just.
Yeah. Didn't Bisley
exploit
draw
like crazy.
the Bible or something? Didn't he paint the Bible, Bisley?
Yeah. Well, what was it? It was Dante's
that old,
Inferno.
Jesus.
Inferno.
Gotcha.
Fate of the Sistine Chapel. What time is it? I feel like it's late. Oh wow, because it is.
Time to go.
Pretty much. Oh, that's okay. I might have to eat.
I gotta go anyway. I gotta go eat. I'm gonna head out. You guys take it easy.
All right, we're gonna be wrapping up.
Take it easy,
Preston,
Preston.
plug yourself
Always
real
good to
quick,
see you, man.
Real quick.
You
So,
too.
go.
Wait, what?
Where can people find you, man?
Oh, X Nikita Pipe.
There you go. Find him on X. Check you later, Preston.
Short and sweet.
Can someone put his link to the project he's working on in the
chat?
Yeah, please. Because it's awesome. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that book's going to be fucking rad.
Going around the table.
Hello, friend.
Damn.
Staring blankly into the camera.
Where can people find you, Plegel?
See, he's trying to fool us into thinking he's frozen, but I can hear him watching TV.
I can mute everybody and find out if he really is.
Well, Hell Knight is gone from his link.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just saw him blink, so I know he's not frozen. Yep, see, there it is. Plegel! There you go. There you go. See, some person does it for you.
What?
Dildos? Silver dildos.
There you go.
Of course, that's what gets Ink's attention.
Where can people find you, Plegel?
At the City of Hope Hospital in Dwarf.
I hate you
Jesus.
so much.
You knew that was coming. You knew that was coming.
I knew it was coming.
Yes. Surrounding movie theaters.
Yes, and surrounding movie theaters.
Yes.
It's true. It's true.
Corey, quit bitching. I'm not even a mod on this channel.
And on Twitter at BoobDanArt.
Yeah, I suppose there.
I don't have a wrench on this channel either.
That's because creators don't have a wrench.
Okay.
Is that a rule?
Hey, Backfrog G, you can find me
Yes,
on
it is a
X
rule.
at My Evil Robot. Frog G is fulfilling right now, so grab some copies if you want to get them pretty quickly. And I'm working on Metal Man Rock Boy. It's going to be a floppy that'll be coming out sometime end of this year, early next year. So
there you go.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Michael
Hey.
T.
Michael T. Monday morning marathon, Sunday nights, here on YouTube at High Desert Comics.
Do you have a Twitter? I mean, what?
Yeah, at High Desert Comics.
That's your YouTube. What's so funny?
Not that goddamn funny.
More.
Hey, you can find me on X, Morb357, and please back the Mercenary Guild at themercenaryguild.com. Sign up for the newsletter. It doesn't cost anything. And tomorrow, I think Brian and I are going to be on John's Long Box or whatever his channel.
It's John's Long Box, yes.
John's Long Box, his channel at 4 o'clock Pacific Coast time. So yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow night.
That's 7 Eastern for those who don't know time. Hocky.
Hello.
Yeah, look at that.
Hello.
Save
There's a
that.
picture.
That's nice.
Yes. I've been working on this. I finished a page. So there's a page of comic coming up, so you can, which is Curiosities and Oddities Emporium dress, about a lady who buys a dress, puts it on, teleports to the 1920s, and discovers there was a murder that she tries to solve. Go check it out on the Go-Go's of Indie.
Nice.
Otherwise, find me around the traps. Tomorrow on The Bowler and the Beard, you can find me here on this same channel. So come back tomorrow. See you then. Cheers.
Cheers. Does Metal Hero.
All right, this is what I'm working on. It's a commission for a customer a person that I knew from the comic shop. This is a takeoff on the Captain Marvel #1. You kind of can't see her hair, but it's takeoff on that Captain Marvel cover where she's pulling her glove on. He's like, "Yeah, can you do that with her flipping off the camera?" Because he's another person that's pissed off with what Marvel has done to all the movies and stuff. So, yeah, this is Captain Marvel sketch cover.
Nice.
But you can find me.
Is that the Warbird outfit though?
No, he wanted it in the Captain Marvel outfit. I think it would be funnier were it the Warbird outfit, but you know, this is a commission, so I'm doing it the way the customer wants. Anyway, you can find me at Death Metal Hero, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I even have one of those Facebook fan page things. But you can find all of my links at deathmetalhero.com. And please do sign up for the Mercenary Guild. That's the book that I am doing the artwork on. If you do sign up, you will get an exclusive Nikal, the Elven Sorcerer's trading card, when we launch the book. So yeah, go sign up for that. So yeah. And it'll be on my channel next week. So please come hang out for TOPicLESS. But beforehand, please do come hang out on the Happy Hour Hangout on my Better Halves channel. Flying Feline Productions on YouTube, 5 p.m. We do drinks and some of the most challenging trivia you'll find on the internet. So come join us.
That's right. And that's what I drew. There you go.
Nice.
Back at today. Indiegogo.
Do it. Do it now.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I love you.
Till the next time we see you, we love you. May you get high, may you drop ass, and may you get laid and all that good shit.